It's vamp time.
Oh, look at that. Apparently we're live. I feel very bright. I feel very bright right now. Like I need to turn down a light or something. But man, I was thinking about, I don't know why I started thinking about this, but I did. People that order nachos in a movie theater should be shot. I don't like hearing chewing, and I don't know why I was thinking about this, but it just bugs me. Do you ever order nachos in a movie theater?
I have, but not recently. No, I mean I have my normally I will do a soda and, well, it depends. Diet Pepsi and Red Vines, or it could be Diet Coke and Twizzlers. Just depends on what chain I'm at. But that's normally my thing, are those two.
My headphones are what I forgot. I wasn't wearing my headphones, and so I don't know if sometimes that goofs up the audio playing it through my speakers and stuff. So I'm good now. But candy or popcorn, I understand. But man, people go to the theater and they eat these chips, and they have to open the bag and make all this noise, and then they're eating these chips like they're farm animals grazing in the pasture. It is it's terrible. It drives me nuts. So anyways, I don't like that. That's my
okay. Well, maybe this will make you feel better.
Okay.
It's not it doesn't really apply to today, but way back when I worked in a movie theater, you would have the big pot of nacho cheese that you would make. Like we had to make the cheese. It didn't come in the whole reason why they come in the little cups is because of this. And a lot of places did it. You would fuck with it. You would spit in it. You would pee in it.
What?
You would grab dirt from the floor and throw it in it. I'm guilty of some of this stuff. And so they eventually got rid of that and changed it to the little cups.
Wow. How could one human being do that to another? I worked in restaurants for a long time. Never once did I spit in somebody's food and then believe me, I had opportunities and I was angry at customers, but oh man, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's scary stuff. I'll be thinking twice about going to the theater now.
The stuff that we used to do when I was late teens and in my 20s was so messed up. In a movie theater. It was awful.
Yeah, so scary stories from a movie theater or restaurants. There's our theme of the night. If anybody has experienced anything like that, let us know. John, we got to give away something tonight, and we got a bungload of pickups to talk about. Plus, there's some other fun news in the world of horror. So, shall we get this thing rolling?
Let's do it.
I don't know.
Most of all, fuck you! In the shadows where nightmares crawl, OGB and John Ward, they rule us all.
There it is. There it is. Gotta go with the theme song. Gotta start it off right. Man, we're gonna give away some tonight. It's gonna be a lot of fun, so hopefully everybody's watching. I did not put anything out there, which maybe I should have, but wait for it. Wait for it. All right, enough of that shit.
You know what we should do? We should try to recreate our images of those animated images. So where I have my glasses on and I'm looking like.
Okay.
Is that right? Is that what I look like on the thumbnail?
Oh, well, sometimes
Or the intro, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Well, but I think you're facing the other way. Yeah. I think you're like that. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But no, I meant to take some pictures while I was out there at your place, and even mentioned it last night, and then forgot again. So what are you gonna do? We do need to get some new pictures though.
I don't
For
know, but I think you have a poster of me sleeping with somebody, or a picture of me sleeping with somebody.
I don't have it up here. Oh shoot, you sent it to me and I forgot. Yeah, my memory sucks. Forgive me for that. I'll try and pull it up at some point tonight. But I should have put this on the thumbnail, but we're going to do a giveaway tonight. And John and I were trying to figure out, well, what are we going to give away? And we came up with a very good idea. What we're going to give away to one lucky winner, and we'll open it worldwide. I'm going to see if we can make this happen worldwide. And because where do those ship from, John? Is he in the United States or?
Oh yeah, it's in the United States. Yeah, okay. I don't know exactly where they come from. But yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll try. If somebody international wins, we will try to make it happen for them. But what we're going to give away is a copy of John Ward's Aximus, the film, and then Aximus 2. I'm going to, man, I got something in my throat here. Hang on a second.
Oh God. It's like the plague.
Anyways, we're going to order them and have them shipped straight from the factory floor to your house. We'll do that a little bit later because we got to talk about some stuff. We got to talk about.
Do you have copies with you?
No, there's somewhere a boot, but we'll deal with. I didn't think about that either, man. I'm telling you. So the big news is for me. I just got back from Vegas, and I went out there, hung out with John for a couple days, came back. Did not get to see Matt. He said he wasn't feeling up to hanging out, so we didn't see Matt. But we went to Tom Devlin's, the legendary effects artist Tom Devlin. Who is also a musician and amongst many other things. He's a jack of all trades. And John has left us. Whoa, there I am. I'm out of focus, man. I gotta focus me. I gotta get in focus. That was terrible. But we went and saw Tom Devlin's band play. It was a lot of fun. And Waleed, who's also an effects artist, is in Tom's band, and Tom's wife is the drummer. So it's pretty cool. We went and saw them, had a good time, went to Zia Records, hoarded up. So we have fat stacks of pickups to cover tonight. And so we're going to dive into that. But we're going to give away these movies to somebody out there. So before we say hello to everybody, I do want to dive into the news because there's some interesting stuff. Bring Her Back is out in theaters right now. I wanted to go see it, but I just didn't have time. John and I talked about if we wound up having enough time, we would have went yesterday. It didn't work out. I'm going to go see it sometime this week, and then I will let you all know my thoughts on it. Whether maybe I'll do a review, since I'm not talking about it this week and I kind of want it to be current, or we'll just talk about it next Monday. But Bring Her Back, that's out in theaters right now from A24. And the big one coming out this week is Ballerina, horror movie or not, which it's not. I think most of us have been looking forward to this because of it being part of the John Wick world. And so very, very excited for that coming out. John, are you going to go see Ballerina in the theater?
I think I will. Yes.
Okay.
I think I will. I just watched John Wick 4 for the first time. And so, yes, I think I'm going to go see it.
Nice. And then also a couple new trailers came out this week. The Black Phone 2. And this is interesting. I was kind of hoping it was going to be like a prequel. It is not. But if you have seen The Black Phone and understand the way that movie worked, what they're doing with part 2 is very, in that universe, very plausible. So I'm okay with the direction they're going with the trailer. What are your thoughts on that trailer for Black Phone 2, John?
I own the movie. I have not seen it, the first one. So the trailer did not mean much to me,
Oh,
except that it's shot in the snow. So
yeah.
that interests me. I love horror movies in the snow.
Okay. It looks good. And so I won't, for right now, spoil everything about the first one, especially since John hasn't seen it. But we have um, a phone that rings, and there's kids that get phone calls, and they've been, caught by this bad guy. And it looks, at the first half of the trailer, I thought, oh no, more of the same. But then there's at least a nice little twist that they give us in the trailer. So very much looking forward to Black Phone 2. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more info about the killer and his MO, rather than just why he is there doing it, or rather than just watching him do what he's doing. I want to know why more. So there's that. And then this, I was trying to do this better, but it didn't work out so well. Hello. The Del Toro Frankenstein movie got a trailer, and it looks pretty good. A lot of, like, the vibes feel very much like the voyage of the last Demeter. The last voyage of the Demeter. I got that backwards. My brain is fried right now. I'm wiped out. I'm exhausted from a quick trip out to Vegas. So forgive me, everybody. But looking at the trailer, John, have you seen the last voyage of the Demeter?
No, I would like to, but I
Okay.
have not seen it.
Okay. This trailer for Frankenstein being kind of a period piece and kind of dark and gloomy and, wet and damp and everything outside. It feels very much like that. Like Dracula. But Dracula and Frankenstein, to me, that's kind of the way I envision those stories, being dark and gloomy and rainy and stuff. So I'm very much looking forward to this. Your thoughts on that trailer for Frankenstein?
It looks good. It looks very much like a Toro movie. It's got all the, it looks like
Yeah.
Pan's Labyrinth and everything else.
Mhm.
It looks, kind of faithful to the book. So yeah, I mean, I'm always up for a good Frankenstein movie. My two favorites are Frankenstein: The True Story and The Terror of Frankenstein.
Mm.
So we'll see if it can outdo those. I do like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. I do like that, Kenneth Branagh. So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Stuff I don't have pictures for. Stranger Things 5 teaser. The groundbreaking conclusion begins in November. So Stranger Things 5, if you give a rat's ass, there's a Stranger Things 5 trailer out there now. Are you up to speed? Have you been watching Stranger Things, John?
I so don't care.
Me too. I don't either.
I have been watching it. I guess I watched it up to, I guess, where the last part ended. I think I watched it where they're in Russia and some sort of prison, and there was like a time
Mm,
thing, and so. But I like the adults. I'm tired of the kids,
yeah.
so I'm just tired of
Yeah.
seeing them everywhere, and it's yeah. So yeah, I don't even know if I'll finish it.
I've seen season 1 and 2, and then I just haven't cared. People have told me, "Oh, you got to watch season 3. It's okay, but then season 4 is better. So you got to get there." And I'm just like,
Oh
I don't care.
God,
I just don't even care to get there.
God, was season 3 bad? It was
Yeah.
awful. It was product placement, the show. And
Yeah.
I have no problem with product placement, but my God, it was awful. And then 4 was better. So, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So, in news that is going to excite almost everybody aside from me, Terrifier 4. Terrifier 4. Damien Leone promises Art's backstory in the first 15 minutes of the movie. So we're going to get to learn who and what Art the Clown is, I guess,
Yeah.
at the beginning of that. So we'll see. I mean, I love backstories, and it kind of works with the Black Phone. I wanted a prequel to the Black Phone because I wanted to learn what this guy's MO was, who he was, what got him into doing what he does, because the story just picks up right when hit with him in the middle of doing what he's doing. So I kind of wanted a backstory, because to me, for me to give a shit about any character, good guy, bad guy, villain, whatever, I need to know why they tick, what is driving them. And that when I walked out of the theater from Black Phone from seeing it the first time, I was like, what the hell? I don't understand why this guy's doing what he's doing. They didn't tell us. And I will never accept just because, or he's doing it just because. I reject that argument. So
I reject your hypothesis.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if you can sit and watch a movie and not care how we got to this point in the story, then great. More power to you. I just can't.
Because sometimes you don't need to know. Like I don't like knowing what starts a zombie attack. That goes traditionally with Night of Living Dead. We think maybe it was the Venus probe with the radiation. Maybe I don't need to. No matter what I think Art's backstory is never going to be as good as what they put up on screen. And I don't need to know it. I would rather have the mystery. I don't want to look how they fucked up Michael Myers. I don't need to know his backstory. They changed Freddy Krueger's backstory like 3 times. Don't need it. It's we already know, the mom gives us the backstory. And that's all we needed to know. I don't think that we need to know backstories on a lot of these things.
Yeah, I do. Personally, for me, I need to know the backstory. So you guys can let us know maybe in the comments your thoughts. Do you like the backstory? Do you want to know how Freddy Krueger, got killed and burned or whatever in the factory thing there, and what got him going? Do you want to know how Jason Voorhees is, pissed off because he saw what happened to his mother? Do you want to know how Chucky was the bad guy, got killed, and that's the way he got into the doll? These are things that I want to know. I reject just something happening. I want to know. So whose side are you on, everybody? Let us know what your thoughts are. Final Destination's Bloodline reportedly coming home to digital this month after crossing 200 million at the box office. Looks like the franchise first movie to hit that milestone. They will be headed home June 17th. So if you've not seen and you don't like going to the theater, Final Destination's Bloodline, June 17th. And 200 million. That's great. For a horror movie, that is great. Because I mean, even movies like X Pearl Maxine. I'm thinking Maxine's gonna be a box office hit. And it's like struggling to make 30 million. I don't know where it's at now, but typically horror movies don't do that well. I mean, a movie like Scream, a movie, I'm trying to think of any other big horror movies that, I mean, these major franchises with these A-list actors, maybe they'll do a lot better, but a typical horror movie is not going to get to 200 million. So that's very cool. I had a big burp right there. I sucked it in instead of spitting it out.
I could still.
Did you hear that?
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah.
My wife made not Taco Bell, but she made taco bowls for dinner. So you leave
and
out
later on you'll have taco bowls.
Yes. That was the theme of the weekend. Jeff Goldblum was the theme of the weekend there. Yes. So Squid Game season 3 trailer. The game continues on Netflix in June, so you're gonna get more Squid Game. Have you watched any of that, John? Squid Game?
No, I should like it from what I understand, but no. Once I heard it went all woke and crap. No, I have no desire on seeing it.
Okay. And Dexter Resurrection is getting a premiere date, which I think we already talked about that. Friday, July 11th, Dexter is coming back for Dexter Resurrection. Very much looking forward to that. Are you a big Dexter fan?
I don't think I've even watched one episode.
What happened to John? Where'd he go? You're fired.
I think no, I take that back. I think I watched the first episode. I was interested in it because of John Lithgow, and then I heard like that final season or like the very last episode was awful, and I went, "Well, I don't want to watch this if it sucks." So I stopped.
Okay, so seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4 are some of the best television ever. 5 is still pretty good. 6 goes down, 7 goes down, and 8, you're like, what the hell? But then when they brought it back with the 9th season or whatever, up in the snow out of Miami and stuff, that was great. The new one where Dexter's younger, kind of the origin story, that's great. So, and because we brought back the original showrunner, is why I'm so excited about this stuff. We're getting back to what Dexter originally was. So there's some other stuff, but it's not quite as important. So I think it's time we'll say hello to all of our lovely, to all of our pretties out here hanging out with us this evening. Let's see what's going on with everybody. We're 21 minutes behind on the comments. Will we be able to catch up? Let's find out. Gail, what's going on? Antonis, what's up? Oh, Fluffy Gamer says, let's get it on. I don't know if is that the R&B song, let's get it on, or is that let's get it on? I don't know. Where are we going with that, Fluff? Are we romantic? Are you trying to getting John's sphincter?
Are you trying to seduce me, Mr. Fluffy Gamer?
Yes. I think he is. Yes.
Yes.
Masashi, what's up? Wicked Network, Jonathan, Robert C, Preminator, what up? And let's see here. John Ward from Dark Park Films is in the house. Yay.
Yep.
Gail, love goobers. Goobers, that's a candy, right?
No, I think he's referring to us, that he loves goobers.
Oh, he loves us goobers. Okay.
Yep.
Well, we love Gail too. Gail rocks. Let's see here. Mr. Bones in the house. What up, Mr. Bones? And Greg is in the house. And speaking of Greg, we saw another Greg this weekend.
We did.
Got to hang out with Greg for a while. And so I had talked last Monday about possibly doing a live stream from the event where Tom Devlin's band was playing on Saturday night. Unfortunately, we got in there and it was one. I haven't taken a drink or anything in a while. I've got burpee burps right now, and I apologize. One bar in there, and I just even trying to upload a picture took like a half hour. So,
you had one bar in the bar.
One bar at the bar, yes. We had multiple beers though. By the time we walked out of there, I did have I think 5 Coors Lights and one, I forget the name of it. It was like a German Pilsner. And John was driving, so John took it easy, just had a couple beers, being the responsible valet chauffeur driver that he was tonight.
That's right.
And I appreciate that, sir.
You are welcome. Clown
in a Cornfield review. Have you seen it yet, John? I think you decided you were not going to see it.
No.
Man, it had so much potential, and it just turned out to be millennial dog shit. I was so disappointed. I don't want to get it. It's too soon, I think, to go full spoiler on it right here, right now. But it's horrible. It's just horrible. They shot it well. The lighting, the clowns looked fine. The settings, the locations, all that stuff was fine. The story was just dumb as shit. So that was too bad. Yes, Wicked Network. Rest in peace, Ed Gale, the original Chucky. Jonathan Joss. So Ed Gale passed away, I think, natural causes, which we'll dive into that in just a second. But let us first say, rest in peace to Jonathan Joss, who was the voice of what's his name, the dude in the Indian guy, in the Native American guy, whatever you want to call him, in King of the Hill. Did you hear about that, John?
Yes.
So yes, unfortunately, he was shot and killed. I don't know too much more about it than the fact that he was shot and killed, but I guess they've already arrested the guy who shot him.
Oh,
But
wow.
very sad news there. And then Peter Kwong. Yes, from, I mean, tons of things, but Big Trouble in Little China is one of the greatest. If you're into action or crazy movies, John Carpenter stuff, it's one of the greatest of all time. And so he was such a major part of that movie. So rest in peace to Peter Kwong. Ed Gale. What do you got to say about Ed Gale, John? No holds barred here.
Well, you know, I'm a huge Chucky fan, and I know people and have some sort of connection to Howard the Duck, which he played the Duck, and I did not know this, and then you know, I put up on Facebook, maybe I don't remember if RIP, you know, R.I.P. Ed Gale, and then somebody goes, "Oh, he was a pedo." And I went, "Oh shit, let's delete that." Okay, I did not know this, and so, you know, no rest in peace anymore, I guess.
I mean, there's stuff out there about him being a pedophile. I don't know. I've never done the homework to find out if he. Okay, so here we go. Here's how late Chucky star Ed Gale confessed to sickening pedophile charges before horror flick actor died in hospice. Okay, I don't know if this is accurate or not, but they say the actor had been caught on camera admitting to sexting a 14-year-old boy and said he was trying to hook up with the teen. So that it's unfortunate. I don't want to sit here and slam the dude who just passed away, can't defend himself, whatever the case may be. This is not the time or place to do that. But when somebody has been involved in that big of a scandal, I don't feel it would be right for us to acknowledge him and ignore the way many of you may be feeling about him because of the scandal. So my thought on it is I'm not here to sit here and beat up somebody who passed away. He is gone from this world, possibly dealing with his demons. Who knows where he is or what's going on now, but it is it's an interesting subject because so many people love Chucky and Howard the Duck. It's funny. I was just watching some videos several days ago before he passed away about how Howard the Duck bombed and it ruined careers and stuff. And then he passes away after that.
Here's the connection. I just thought of this. Jeffrey Jones. So Jeffrey Jones was in Howard the Duck. Ed Gale is in Howard the Duck.
Oh,
Jeffrey Jones is a pedo.
Oh, yeah. Jeffrey Jones had his head blown off for Beetlejuice. So, yeah. Interesting. But, I mean, here's the thing. This is the 80s and 90s in Hollywood. There was weird shit going on. You know, everybody was doing blow and maybe little kids as well. I don't know. Who knows? It was a crazy time, crazy place.
Yeah.
That we don't condone at all.
I had no idea, absolutely no idea about him. And I sent him a friend request on Facebook and he messaged me saying, who are you? Why, why do I, why should I take your friend request? And I went, oh, I'm just a fan. I'm, I have this kind of loose connection to Howard the Duck. And he's like, oh, okay. So, I mean, I had no friggin' idea. I had none. And then
Yeah.
I was on another video and I went, man, why haven't we seen Jeffrey Jones in a while? I really like that guy. He's a great actor. And he was the best thing about Howard the Duck. And then one of the guys goes, John, you might want to look his name up. And I looked his name up and I watched this whole documentary about it. I'm like, oh, damn it. Guys, come on. Really?
Yeah. Man, just imagine if he'd ever gotten alone with Ferris Bueller, man. Give it away now.
Give it away.
Red Hot Chili Pepper reference right there. What are these crowns by names? I have no idea, Mr. Bones. I don't see crowns. I don't. Thoughts on Tales from the Hood? John?
It's fine. I enjoyed it. I unintentionally insulted the producer of it on Facebook. Kind of told him to go fuck himself. But and then I looked him up on IMDb and went, oops, because he's produced a lot of movies. So I apologized and we because then he started he insulted me first, and then because I said Deadpool and Wolverine, I'm like, okay, well, Disney has one hit. That doesn't make up for like the 10 bombs they've had. Yeah. And he's like, well, what do you mean bombs? They haven't had any bombs. I'm like, what are you talking about? We got into this huge argument, and soon enough that led to, F you, dude. And it was like, no, F you. And then, of course, weight came into it. Fuck you, fatty. But, oh, really? Okay, your movies suck. The films you produced are awful. They bite. And then I looked into more of what he did, and I'm like, oh.
Did you ever have him on to interview him? Because I think you guys wound up talking and stuff, right? And
we apologized.
You're kind of in a good place now?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, we worked it out behind the scenes, and I did ask him, hey, why don't we talk on one filmmaker? We could discuss your career, and we can, apologize or whatever on the show. And he's like, well, let me get back to you on it. And he never got back to me. So,
okay. Yeah. All right. Well, buried the hatchet, but didn't bury it that deep. Maybe.
But it's not a bad anthology. So,
okay. The Tales from the Hood. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I just, it's one of those ones that I'm just like, maybe someday, I don't know. I like the Aximus flicks. I think.
Thank you very much.
You have good taste, Mr. Bones. Sleepaway 2 and 3 coming on 4K. All right, there you go. Did not know that. I enjoyed Bring Her Back. Ending felt rushed though. Interesting. Okay. I will have to give you my thoughts after I check it out. Prebinator. Daniel, what's going on, Daniel? How you doing? Yo, Adrian. Did I do that right?
You got the yo part right.
Yo, yeah. Bring Her Back is scary. Very nice. And what's up, Christian? How you doing?
Hey, Christian.
How you doing?
Hey.
People are saying they make the grabber like Freddy. They making the grabber like Freddy. He's talking about from Black Phone. So
interesting. I would not know. Okay.
Nocturno, what up, Nocturno? How was Monsterpalooza? So Monsterpalooza was this weekend, and I think Wet One was going to go Sunday. I saw Nocturno was there, and Nocturno, you were there. There was a picture with you with the girl, and you referred to her as a biatch, and I was like, ooh, that was so mean. So. Hopefully that is somebody you're on very good terms with. That was very funny. It was a very funny post. Nocturno posted something saying something about this bitch, and I'm like, oh wow. For Nocturno, who's usually I've never heard Nocturno ever say like anything mean, and since I've ever known him, and see that it was very funny. So, but Nocturno, hopefully you had a great time at Monster. I'd love to hear about it.
If more parents named their girls bitch, then it wouldn't mean anything anymore. So if somebody just went, "Hey, bitch, over here," they would never go like, "How dare you?" Soon enough girls would be named that it wouldn't have any meaning anymore. So maybe we should start doing that.
And the 4 girls that watched us just blocked us.
Hey, I'm just trying to put a solution out there. You know, I'm just throwing ideas out there.
Your creativity is flowing. I feel it. OGP, thoughts on Megan 2 pulling a T2, going more action film now, no more horror. So I was very reluctant to see Megan, the first one. Megan 2, the trailer, and because of the trailer is why I just was like, I don't know if I need to see Megan. Well, when I watched it, I enjoyed it. It's not my favorite. I didn't, if I own it, somebody gave it to me. I did not buy it. But after seeing the trailer for Megan 2, I don't know that I want to see it at all. It is too far out there for me. And I mean, you know, we'll talk about the difference between Terminator and T2 in a moment, but I know John has a different opinion on Megan 2 than I do. Where are you at with Megan 2, John?
Well, first, let me say, because you just mentioned like the women just blocked us. Asshole could be for guys. So the parents could name their sons, like their kids, males, asshole. So they'll be, "Hey, asshole, get over here. You know, we got somewhere to go." And then that would be, you know, standard, and it wouldn't mean anything anymore. So there you go. You got one for women and one for men. So
there you go.
You know,
John has said all this. This is not me, everybody. Remember,
trying to dig myself out of my hole.
OGP, as it's getting deeper and deeper.
They just keep getting bored. Oh shit. I loved Megan. Saw it in the theater. I own it on Blu-ray. I've seen it a couple times on Blu-ray. Huge James Wan fan. Saw the trailer for Megan 2.0 and really thought about Lawnmower Man 2, you know, while watching it. And just like, what the fuck is this? But I am looking forward to it because everybody goes, "Oh, the sequel was just the first movie all over again." This ain't the first movie all over again. They did, you know, so we gotta either, you know, come on. Yeah, we gotta have people be creative and do a sequel that's a little out there, or you're just gonna get the same thing over and over and over again. So I'm looking forward to it. I'll go see it in the theater.
Nice. Yeah, and it is definitely not more of the same. It is different. So as far as like Terminator 1 to Terminator 2, it was definitely a different vibe, but I don't think it was that much because of the situation. I think it worked. We'll see about Megan 2. But what do you think, John? Do you think from Terminator to Terminator 2, did they really make a left turn as far as going? Because Terminator was very dark and gloomy, and it had like a horror feel. But it definitely still had a lot of action elements and stuff to it. Where Terminator 2 was, balls to the wall action. What are your thoughts? Do you feel like they made a hard left turn?
I love James Cameron. He's one of my favorite directors. I've loved him since Piranha 2, The Spawning. Terminator is one of the greatest movies ever made, and I really like Terminator 2. All the other Terminators can go away. I'll still watch them, but they can go away. If you know the history of Terminator, Schwarzenegger going good was going to happen at some point anyways. Plus at that time, I mean, he was he was like, everybody loved Schwarzenegger. So we didn't want to see him bad anymore. But the first Terminator movie, Lance Hendrickson was supposed to be the Terminator. And then they were going to have because he was supposed to just blend in. The idea of the T-1000 was in the first movie. And then in the second film was supposed to be two Schwarzeneggers, one good, one bad. And then they decided to do the T-1000. So there's a whole history of this whole thing. So I don't mind Schwarzenegger being. I'll mention this one thing with T2. It's Schwarzenegger, or I should say the T-100 shooting everybody in the kneecaps is a lot worse than the Terminator in the first movie. Because no, John Connor is like, don't kill anybody. So instead he shoots their kneecaps out. That's worse. Now they're handicapped for the rest of their lives.
Yeah. So, but from T1 to T2, you were okay with the sequel? You didn't feel like they went too far one way or the other?
No.
Okay.
I was perfectly fine with it.
Right on. Brian Sanchez, what's up? Says, what's up, OGB? John, everyone, and rest in peace to Rick Derringer, 1947 to 2025. Yeah, Rick Derringer. I'd heard that Rick Derringer was he, I don't know if he had cancer or something, but there was something going on. I saw a post, something not too long ago. But for Hang On Sloopy and Rock and Roll, Hoochie Coo. Rick Derringer, rest in peace. Yeah. Passed away a few days ago, May 26th. So lots of people dying lately. It seems to come in waves. We'll get a lot, and hopefully that's the end of the wave for a little while here. Let's see here. I saw Hell of a Summer last night. Thought it sucked. Too many off-screen kills, not enough slasher tone. So Prebinator, going into Hell of a Summer, you had to understand that this is a movie aimed at young people, not us lunatic diehard horror fans that want to see somebody's brains literally ripped out of their skull. So I think what they did, targeting the audience they targeted, I think they did it well. And it was meant to make you laugh more than be a real horror movie, even though it was definitely a horror movie, but it was a horror comedy. I went in thinking this movie is going to suck. I thought it was going to be like some of the others that I've walked out of. And because of my low expectations, I really enjoyed it. I really did. So I don't know. I just, was it a great movie? No. Am I going to buy it? We'll see. But I didn't think it sucked. So that's interesting. But I get it. If you want horror, it's not going to be a Friday the 13th, So have you seen it yet, John? Hell of a Summer?
No, it goes back to my Stranger Things type of thing.
Okay.
Kids.
Yeah. These are older. These are not like those kids. These are, I think, supposed to be 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds or something, because they're the camp counselors. These are not the kids in camp. They're the camp counselors, like Friday the 13th age people.
Well, we will see later that I'm a little bit of a hypocrite with that. So
I know. Well, that is one thing that I love about it, because it's art and not the clown, but just art in general. And we all reserve the right to be hypocrites, to like something for one reason and dislike something for the same reason. So I'm a fan of horror, slasher, sci-fi, noir, mystery, thriller, martial arts genre of movies.
Oh my
God. There you go. That's so you are a fan of, Big Trouble in Little China. Sorry about the barking dog.
Is that all one long like genre? Because there's no commas in there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I mean, that basically describes Big Trouble in Little China. That's basically where it fits in. I'm sure there will be a prequel soon for Black Phone. I hope so. That would be cool to see. Let's see. 17. Oh shit, we're a half hour behind on the messages now. Okay, we'll have to skip ahead a little bit. We have a million giveaways to do, and I think what we'll do is at some point we're gonna do I'm not going to do the wheel. We're not going to do the wheel tonight. We're going to do like a guessing or something. Whoever can name something first. So you got to stay watching to figure it out. So if I miss some of your comments, I apologize. John, I have 30 movies I picked up. Have you counted yours? How many you bought? As he counts them right now, I'll read another comment. Can someone explain the cover art of Sleepaway 2 Unhappy Campers?
Oh,
I cannot. Oh, you have over. Okay, so John bought more. Well, there you go.
The art for what version though of Sleepaway Camp?
Sleepaway Camp 2.
Like what art?
That's what I don't know.
The poster or yeah.
Yeah. If you want to elaborate more, Wicked, Preminator, I started saying theater like that because the OGP is so cool. No, when you go, you can watch a movie at home on your screen. You know, you can go to your dumpy little cinema. But when you go to the theater, it deserves a little more
Gravitas.
yes, and enthusiasm, some
Inflection.
passion. Yes. Team OGP, love a good backstory, but I don't need it up front. I'm cool if they explain it in a sequel down the line. Right on. Buckaroo Bros likes Dexter. There you go. Balls are, man, fuck, I am way behind in the comments. Taco balls. Yes. Yes. Taco balls.
Yes.
John, give Dexter a chance. So many twists and turns, you'll have a blast.
Okay.
Fluffy says, MMA, let's get it on. That's not what they say, Fluff. That is not what he says. If you're referring to Bruce Buffer, we'll give you a pass. See, Gail says, yes, go with the Marvin Gaye. Let's get it on. Because that's not what he says, Fluff. So I think we got to go with the Marvin Gaye. OGP and John, happy Horror Monday. Nick B, what's up?
Thank
Sorry
you.
about
Happy.
you 20 minutes late here. OGP, did you like Until John? Boom, boom. Double thumbs down. Hated that pile of shit. John, have you seen it yet?
No, but I keep seeing trailers for it on like YouTube, and I don't know. I might check it out. I don't know. That trailers look pretty good.
Trailer looked good, and then I got there and went, "What the flying fuck?"
I love time travel and shit. So and
hey,
loops and all that.
There's a lot of movies you like that I don't, so maybe you will enjoy it.
That is true.
Jamming music, man. What's cracking, homeboy? How you doing? John was a designated Dewey. Yes, he was. But he wasn't drink enough to get a Dewey. John Redcorn. Thank you, Mr. Bones. He was, yes, the character in I always want to say House on Haunted Hill, King of the Hill, who was shot and killed. Same here, Mr. Bones. Great practical effects for monsters in that. Okay, missing some comments. We got to get up. Yes, recipe Jonathan Joss. Very sad what happened to him. Yes. Yep. Ed Gale apparently was a pedophile. Kind of sucks. Sucks worse for the kid that he violated. Not cool. No. The check in the mail. Great quote from Kurt Russell in Big Trouble in Little China. Yeah, man, Kurt Russell in that movie was great. And I mean, maybe we could do a Kurt Russell night or something at some point, talking about all his great movies and stuff. But that is maybe my favorite Kurt Russell movie. So let's see here. For my opinion, I love Tales from the Hood. Well, there you go, Brian. There are 3 Tales from the Crypt now. Tony Todd was in the 3rd one. Okay, well there you go.
I think he means Tales from the Hood.
Yeah. Tales from the Hood. Yeah. Ferris is too old for Jeffrey Jones. Oh God. Paul Duck Tucker. Recently watched Amityville Bloodbath. Great job, John. Well, there you go.
Thank you.
Decent.
I'm very proud of that film.
Is Duck the nickname? Duck Tucker? What is the guy's name on Family Guy, the reporter? Isn't it something Tucker?
Tom Tucker.
Tom Tucker?
Is
it okay? Well, there you go. Yeah, great job, John. Yes, that was my. Oh, it's your cousin. Okay, all right. Okay, yeah. If it's family and stuff, you can joke around and tease them. That's funny. Bitch is a dog. Yeah, I know. That's just kind of funny. Typically, if we associate animals with people, I would say we would associate dogs with the men. Call a guy a dog. And a woman would be like a meow meow. Oh, John, do you know how cats like their steaks?
I don't.
They like them rare. Suck it, Fluff. That's Fluffy Gamer's joke, and he kept saying that, and I wanted to murder him for it. So that's Coach B. I wasn't sold on Megan 2 trailer. Also, yeah, to me, it's too far over the top. I saw a new Megan 2 trailer today, and it looks like it will still have horror in it. I'm sure it's going to be a horror-y movie, but it is pretty out there. It's a pretty wild movie. Let's see here. We got to skip ahead here a little bit more. Sorry, I'm gonna diss some of you guys. Did the live stream freeze up? Is there me? Anybody else have a freeze in live stream here? I mine seems okay. I seem okay on this end. Make sure to stick around. I am off tonight. You know that, sir? Do you know that, John? I am off. I'm struggling with things. Make sure to stick around. There is going to be a contest. Fluffy hopes he wins. You never know. You just may. What do you say? You want to make something out of clay down by the bay? Ads. Oh, you got ads. Oh, that sucks. I went and specifically turned, like, on the controls for the ads, turned it to the lowest level of ads. So hopefully you don't get hit with that much. Let's see, Jason Mask and Freddy Glove on the cover.
It's just okay. So that's the video
about
poster. Yeah, the original cover for part 2.
Mhm.
It's So I actually, and I even have a connection to Sleepaway Camp 2. I worked on some bootleg type of stuff on it, but yeah, it's just, since they're meant to be more comedies, it's just having the backpack. And it's filled with the famous slashers stuff in the backpack. Okay. So I think it's just meant to be more funny. It's meant to be, it's more of a spoof, while the first movie is a straightforward slasher movie. So it's just kind of throwing it all out there, even though none of that stuff, I don't think any of that stuff is in the movie. So I think it's just meant to be funny.
Yeah, Mr. Bone says, I don't know why those are on there unless to lure people in, but those are the OG arts. Wicked. Yeah. Telling Wicked Network that. So yeah, that's interesting. I think maybe it's clickbait. Maybe it's just clickbait. Paul says it's a nickname. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, and that's, yeah, I was thinking, man, Tucker. Every time I hear Tucker, I will think of Tom Tucker. From it is Tom, right?
Yeah, Tom Tucker.
Yeah. So let's see. Collectify. What's going on, Collectify? How you doing? Hey, OGP and John. Megan 2.0 was filmed here in New Zealand from July to September last year in the city of Auckland. Doubled for Seattle. Oh, interesting. Looking forward to it. Okay. No, they do that a lot. I mean, we just saw a movie that was shot completely in Wales, and it was doubled for Chicago, right? In Chicago. I didn't see one hot dog or one deep dish pizza in the movie Drop. So you knew it wasn't really Chicago. And not one person was in the background going, "The Bears." So it couldn't have been Chicago. House of GFam says, stream is all good. Okay. I ruined you ruined my cat joke. Am I supposed to say that with an accent? Because you ruined my cat joke. OGP, was it a YouTube ad that froze my? It was. Okay, yeah, and that sucks. I turned them down, so I hope they're not hitting you guys too hard. Mario's in the house. What up? What up? What up? What up? So here we go, John. We have a ton of pickups. We went to Zia Records and picked up a ton of stuff. One pickup I have that is not from Zia Records and or Savers and or Goodwill, where we also went yesterday. I did buy a record to support Switch to Fakie. There it is, which is Tom Devlin and Waleed and Tom's wife, and I forget the lead singer's name. John, I suck. What's Tom's wife's name? I forget. I'm horrible. Oh, you don't remember either. Or are you frozen? Oh, no, you're.
Why you got to do this to me, man?
I'm horrible. We're both old. Tom, if you're watching, forgive us. Lola Devlin.
Fuck yeah! How stupid are we?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry,
very,
Lola.
very. But so if you guys are watching, forgive us. We suck with names. John got a senior discount at Goodwill, so
That tells you
We-
how old I am.
We
They didn't even
we're old.
question
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. But switch to Fakie, their album right here. Oh, and then do you have your stickers handy? Tom gave us some stickers too. Look at this big old Plan 10 Pictures sticker. That's Tom's movie company, Plan 10 Pictures. Very cool. I don't know where I'm gonna put that. This is nice and big. I gotta put it on a wall back here somewhere. And
yeah, I got the Plan 10. Yeah, the big one.
And then Tom Devlin's Monster Museum sticker.
Got
Love
that too.
this. That's great. And you grabbed another one. I saw you had another one, right?
I got a little version of the Plan 10.
You suck.
And I got this one too.
That's the one yeah. Oh, that's a very cool looking one. I like that. I like that.
Thank you, Tom.
Yes. No. Yeah, Tom is a legend. He's a badass. Love that guy. Switch to Fakie is a skateboard trick. Yes. No, very familiar with the term switch to Fakie. So Fakie is isn't that no. But what's it called when you're riding backwards with the wrong foot? That's not a Fakie. What's that? That's is that goofy footed or something? I don't know. Anyways, but I've heard the term
reverse cowgirl.
No, that's definitely not it. But anyways, I met another skater who now has his company, the Thriller Crew, and he gave me a sticker and a keychain right here. Very cool stuff. His name is Greg Chapman. He helped develop the old school Nintendo, the original Nintendo Town and Country video game, a Goofy Foot. Yeah, thanks, Flip. That's what I was thinking. Anyways, he now is helping. They're going to bring back the original like Town and Country or some version of that. They're going to be bringing that back in some format, somewhere, shape or another. And so anyways, the Thriller Crew right there, you gotta follow him. He has like over 200,000 followers. He is a legendary skater. His name's Greg Chapman. Skated with all the big skaters, Tony Hawk and all them. So, and he's still skating. He's been skating for a long time. I don't know how old he is, but he's still skating. So, but he has a kid, or at least one kid that's like older enough to make him. At least he's got to be at least in his 40s. But there you go, Thriller Crew. So another skating thing. So and I mentioned that to another friend of the channel who I won't mention his name because I just don't want to go down that road. But he knew right away. He's like, oh, did the Town and Country video game. Yes. So yeah, skater theme. But switch to Fakie right there. And this is cool because you have let's see, is that so Tom over here, and then Lola right here, and Waleed over here, and then lead singer over there, who also Ryan Freeman, which is funny because all of them were involved with the After Dark movie, which John and I and that Phat Samurai guy are also a part of, right?
Yes.
So this is very cool. This is very cool. I'm actually, because I had them sign it. Ryan wasn't there, so I don't have his autograph, but the other three, Waleed, Lola, and Tom, their autographs are on there, which is kind of hard to see in the light here. But I'm going to get this framed and I'm going to put that on the wall. So very happy about that. So that is my non-movie pickup. Do you have any non-movie pickups, John? Yeah, I think you got one at least.
I got a Funko Pop.
Mm-hmm.
Should I show that?
Yeah, why not?
So this is not a hate purchase. The Zia Records that's on Eastern, they're much more organized, and I like them better than the Zia Records that's on Rainbow, because they have an area that has like a shelf that does have the 60% off, and that's where I get a lot of my hate purchases. This one looks like it was at one point something a percentage off, and they took it off, but this only cost me 99 cents, and I left the sticker on.
That's a good Funko right there, 99 cents.
Yeah, and this is Zod, General Zod from The Flash, and so I also have Supergirl, and I have The Flash too from the movie The Flash. So I now have 3 Funko Pops from the movie The Flash, and so I figured, well, why not? There's a bunch of them that you can purchase. So if I could find them for 99 cents, why not? I'm not a fan of the movie except for Supergirl, but Zod was awesome in it. So
now I know you said you were going to leave the sticker on there, but that sticker is being ripped and kind of ugly. I feel like you should remove it.
but it
You're
kind of
gonna
goes
leave it?
along with the 99 cents though.
Yeah, but
But
it's ripped.
it's not a hate purchase though. So we'll see. See how I feel.
Okay. Brian Sanchez is going to go with his dad to see Def Leppard. Decent. Seeing concerts with your dad rocks. Absolutely rocks. That's so cool. October 23rd, buying tickets for Alice Cooper, Judas Priest, Corrosion of Conformity concert from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Decent. Sorry, I missed that comment earlier, but that's very cool.
So Alice Cooper, it's funny. Two friends of mine, they had a band called Disenchanter. They're up in Seattle.
Oh,
and
yeah. Are they still together? You use them in a movie, right?
A couple of them. Yeah, I have their songs in there and their T-shirt and stuff. They have another band now, but husband and wife. And so I helped them. I got some some tickets when they were performing down here. So one of those ones was a long list of people. Like there was like the huge name up on here was Ozzy Osbourne or something. And then I think, or maybe it was Alice Cooper. I think it was Alice Cooper. And then it kind of made its way down to like the itty bitty little tiny bands. And so I got in there free because I was helping them with setups and everything. And I was just wandering around and I entered a door where I saw a bunch of people. And I'm just like, what is this? All of a sudden the lights go down and Alice Cooper comes out. So
nice.
I got to see Alice Cooper for free.
That's cool.
Had no idea it was even him, but it was a great show.
That's funny. That's funny. Look at you. Look at you just stumbling in to Alice Cooper.
Literally. Yeah.
That's cool. So let's do most of your movies are not necessarily horror movies, right?
Not all of them. Yeah, no.
Okay. Mine are very, very horror-y. So I was going to say maybe we do the horror movies, then the non-horror movies.
I gotta redo them then.
Well, no, you do yours how you're going to do them. I am, because I don't remember where I got everything. I'm going to do my horror movies together. And I have really only 2 movies that are non-horror. I'll show those really quickly. Just Unforgiven Clint Eastwood movie. Been on the list for a while to pick it up. And yeah, what I've liked it, like Blu-ray, 4K, or whatever. I don't know what prints are out there, but I saw it and it was pretty cheap. And so I got it with the snapback case there. Unforgiven, Clint Eastwood, legendary movie. I have a lot of Clint Eastwood movies, but didn't have this one. So I got it. It's been on my list forever. And this one I stumbled across. I think I got this at Goodwill, didn't I? Copland?
Yes. It was for the second Goodwill that we went to. Great movie. Yeah. Bless you.
Yeah. Love this movie. Didn't own it. And I mean, so for me, I collect mostly horror movies, but I love like mob movies. And this really kind of fits in. It's really not mob. It's like the bad cops and stuff, but it fits in with like mob movie type movies. So, and this cast, Stallone, Keitel, Liotta, De Niro, come on now. And I mean, that doesn't even mention Robert Patrick is in this, so many other people. So great movie there.
Yes.
Those are my 2 non-horrors. Why don't you want to start with like your Goodwills or Savers or something?
Well, I will start with this. So Gail got in contact with me and said, hey, I have for you a copy of Terrifier 3 on Blu-ray. It's got the slipcase and everything. And I'm like, oh man, thank you. That's great. And he has asked for, a couple times. He's like, man, I would like to see your movies. I'd like to own some of your movies. So I sent him through Amazon, which unfortunately became a little busted. But it plays fine, and he switched out the box. Meat Massacre 4. So for people who want Meat Massacre 4, it's from Wild Eye Releasing, but you can get it for like $8 on Amazon. I make no money off of that at all. Unfortunately, that is somebody else. And then I also sent him, through Scream Time Films, Aximus 1 and 2. So he now has 3 films that I've done. So I was very happy that he sent me Terrifier 3. So thank you, Gail. I'm very excited
nice.
about this, and it's got its little slip jacket there. It's even different. So
there you
there's
go.
art on the back there. So
Very cool.
Yeah. So thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. So it was. So how
That's
many
awesome.
are we doing each, or are we doing one?
Gail's a legend.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Well, I did 2. You got what? Where are you going to go? What direction are you going to go next?
Comedy horror.
Okay.
So as you guys know, I do which means I should move this. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to go with a movie that we started to watch last night.
Okay.
So I really like Sam Peckinpah. I'm slowly collecting all of his movies, but I really did enjoy Straw Dogs, which is the remake of his movie Straw Dogs with Dustin Hoffman and Susan George. And I think that this is a good remake. And of course, it has the Monkees in it. They performed the very first song in there, and it's good. I enjoy it. So I as far as remakes go, I recommend this one. It's pretty much just a transplant from England to America, and then the South, I guess whatever their version of the South would be over there, to the South over here with a bunch of rednecks and stuff like that. So,
yeah, it's put together very well. The actors are great. The cast is great. And I think, it's a fun movie, but it's for anybody who hasn't seen it. You get about halfway through the movie, you kind of know how it's going to play out. You kind of get it. It's not, it's not going to fool you, but it's still a very good, compelling story. So, having a great time watching it.
It's a little Hollywood. It's not as, Peckinpah is just brutal. I mean, his stuff is, and I do consider him to be the most manliest director out there. So if you want to see movies that are made by a true man, watch Peckinpah.
Okay. So then I will show, I picked up The Exorcist, the beginning. So there's 2 Exorcist movies that I did not own. The Beginning and then The Exorcist Believer. Those are the only 2 in the franchise that I didn't own. I'm still not ready. The Believer is like still $30. I don't want to spend that much money for a bad movie. But I had to add Believer to my collection. So I got that done. So I knocked out a couple franchises, getting the rest of the movies that I did not own. So I, at a thrift store at Savers a while back, I picked up Feast 3. And then I picked up Feast and Feast 2. So I have all of that franchise now. And then John got me going on the Pulse movies. So Pulse 1 and Pulse 2, got both of those. One was at the Goodwill, and then I got the other one, part 2, at the Zia. And then the last 3 Texas Chainsaw movie. I don't have a box set or anything for them. So Texas Chainsaw, well, that's part 3. So Texas Chainsaw 2, didn't own it. I don't know why I didn't own it. I just didn't. And then 3, and then Leatherface. So now I own every, not all the versions and not all the best 4K or whatever versions of all the movies, but I own every single, aside from, which I don't count, that new Netflix Texas Chainsaw piece of shit. I will never buy that, but the rest of the franchise, I have all of the Texas Chainsaws now. So those were the franchises I completed. So we got Feast, Pulse, Exorcist, and good old Texas Chainsaw franchises checked off the box there. So
I am a big fan of Leatherface Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. So Meat Oak Massacre 4 was that was what I used as my template, was Texas 3.
There you go. So what do you got to show us? I wanted to, because of having so many pickups, I just thought I would blow them out a few there. So we're not here till 2 a.m. talking about them.
No, that's fine. Then I'll show what we did watch last night and really enjoyed it. And I love zombie films.
Oh,
And
yeah.
unfortunately, I was frigging exhausted when we were watching this, and I kept falling asleep in it between having to pee every 2 hours, the cats waking me up. Oh my god. So I'm gonna have to rewatch this so that we could talk about it more. But it's a zombie film called Last Ones Out, and we're gonna go more into this at some point, but I believe both of us would recommend this.
Yeah.
It's South Africa. There's a little making of, which we were, it's only like 8 minutes. I wish it was longer, but it was impressive with how these guys made this movie. This is a good zombie flick. So
Yeah, the Last One's Out. Everybody got your homework. Go check out Last One's Out. Find it if you can. Hopefully stream it somewhere if you can't buy it, but check it out because we're going to review that on John's channel coming up here in the very near future.
yeah, this is.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
yeah, we
don't give
really
too much
liked
away
this one.
about it, but
No,
yeah,
that's it.
that
Just
was
saying.
okay. That was very good. Yeah, but the Last One's Out, South African movie. Check it out, and so you can watch and talk about it along with us on John's channel down the road here.
Yeah. And then I'll kind of do what you just did with these three. So as you guys know, I'm a big fan of Mr. Sunday Movies, Caravan of Garbage. Philip got involved with the Bourne movies, but their new one after the Bourne films for the next 3 weeks, because Jurassic World Rebirth is coming out, they decided to do 3 lesser known Michael Crichton movies, which could be good or bad. It depends. So they already did.
Gail says he thinks Last One Out is on Tubi. So
good.
Hopefully, yeah. And
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw the Beginning. What's up, Paranoid Android? Texas Chainsaw the Beginning, such an underrated movie.
It's a good film.
Yeah, very nice. And Antonis loves Texas Chainsaw 2. So sorry, John, go ahead.
No problem. So they just did a review for Congo. So I picked up Congo.
Nice.
And which is always fun because it's got Bruce Willis. It's got Bruce Campbell in it. And then the next week they are doing Spear. So, and that's got Dustin Hoffman, Sharon Stone, and Samuel L. Jackson in it. And then I'm glad I found all of these on DVD. I'm glad that I got them all in the same format. And then Timeline.
Never heard of that one.
Yeah, it's got Paul Walker in it.
Oh, that's why.
And jeez. Yeah, Paul Walker. Oh, Gerald Butler, Billy Connolly.
Gerard Butler?
Yeah, Gerald Butler. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's
nice.
him right there. So these are the ones that they're going to be doing for the next, few weeks. So I'm excited because now I can follow them along. And I've seen them all, but I just have not owned them. So,
nice.
Do you want to continue?
Well, let me show this. I thought John owned this. He didn't. I stumbled across Phat Man. It's been on my list for a while since John mentioned it to me, being the Mel Gibson fan he is. Speaking of Walton Goggins, who was in Straw Dogs. In Straw, he pops up in Straw Dogs, but Walton Goggins, who's in everything now, but Mel Gibson as Santa Claus, right?
Yeah.
And you love this movie?
Yeah, I even reached out to, I think it's the writers of it. It might have been like the writers and the director, and told them how much I enjoyed the film. They were on Facebook. They accepted my friend request, and I told them how much I enjoyed it. It goes back to my kind of like Daddy's Home with like Mark Wahlberg and stuff. If you're going to hire somebody insane, you hire Mel Gibson. So if you're going to have, Santa Claus with an Uzi, you hire Mel Gibson. So that's, and so, yeah, I loved Phat One. I thought it was Phat Man. I thought it was very good.
Nice. Yeah. I've not seen it, but you spoke highly of it. So I put it on the list and I bought it and now I have it. And I was surprised to learn that you don't have it yet, but add it to your list. Yeah. Okay. What do you got over there, sir?
I'm going to do 2 VHS.
Okay.
So I got going with my Tony Scott movies. So I picked up Crimson Tide. And this was only, so this would have been Goodwill, $149. So I got that. and also picked up my Tommy. So I got for $149 Vanilla Sky. So
Oh man, you and Tom Cruise, man, you guys need to get a room. Let's get a
Yeah.
room, John. Let's get a room.
Well, I think I already did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go. I'm glad you actually printed that out. So I just made that for John so he could always be together with his Tommy. And then John actually printed it out. Oh man.
Yeah, and it's taped to my wall. That's why I left. I'm like, oh, I got to go get this picture and show it. So it's and then I sleep right next to it on my pillow. So,
oh, sorry.
No, go on.
You said okay. So John and I, this film is interesting. I try to do everything I can to stay out of drama when it comes to drama between filmmakers and stuff, or dealing with trolls or any of that. I don't like drama. And when people start telling me their stories about drama, it gets my blood boiling. I don't like it. I don't want to hear your drama. I don't like your drama. I've bitched at Fluffy a lot about that over the years. And I know, John, you and I've talked about my disdain for drama. So anyways, I was thumbing through the movies at the good old Zia yesterday.
Oh, I know where we're going.
And I stumbled across this pile of shit called the Macob. So this movie, very loosely air quoted movie by Eric Mathis. Eric was a guy that John and I knew in Las Vegas. Eric went out and did a crowdfunding. What he did, he fooled everybody. He went and paid Kevin Smith a cameo. You know what a cameo is, where you can pay an actor to say stuff for you. So he paid Kevin Smith to talk about his Macabre movie crowdfunding. So everybody thought Kevin Smith was going to be involved with this. No, he paid him on crowdfunding to talk about it. Kevin Smith has nothing to do with this. And I'm sure if he saw the final product and he did have something to do with this, Kevin Smith probably would have filed a lawsuit. This, John and I put it on just to see. My gut said this was going to be beyond terrible, and it is so fucking bad. This is right up there with Dusty Ferguson's Bumblebee movie. It's just terrible, and I am just embarrassed for everybody involved aside from Eric Mathis. Eric, you had no idea what you were doing. You did a disservice to everybody else involved with this film. This is absolute trash. The audio's off. The actors can't act. The framing is terrible. The lighting is terrible. You go like from one angle to another, and when you moved angles, you moved your fucking light. So now, instead of like your light being on over here and then cutting the camera over here so the lighting is the same, you move the fucking light so your light changes every fucking camera. I mean, everything about this, from the dialogue to like everything to this stupid looking whatever this creature was, it's so bad. So John and I watched this, and we talked about doing a review, and I'm struggling because John said, well, don't destroy it, because I was going to burn this on air tonight, because the Macabre, this is a movie that does not deserve to exist. So I'm not going to destroy it so I can actually show it on John's review. But look at this also. This is the fucking Macabre. It's a burned disc. Somebody burned this shit like at their house and sold it. The giveaway was it didn't even have a barcode on the back. So the Macabre, I want to unsane this movie. I want to cut it in half, but I won't. I'm going to hold off until till we do the review on John's channel. But I'm just going to show you what I think about this movie right here. All I can say about the Macabre is fuck that movie. Don't waste your money. It was $6. I bought it out of curiosity. You spend your money on that, you might as well go become a fucking subscriber to Dusty Ferguson's shit. It's terrible. It's so terrible. So anyways, I apologize for that rant. I'm done. Good day, sir. Okay, John, what do you got?
So, Eric Mathis and I have a history together. Apparently we do not like each other. Even though he did work on Meat Hook Massacre 4 and a short film that I did called Skull Evil. I thought.
Oh, are you going on a rant about Eric Mathis right now, or are you going into a pickup?
Oh, I thought you were giving me my chance to do a rant.
Oh, okay. If you want to first, I'm sorry. I thought you were going to go into your next pickup. Now I thought we were okay. Anyways, let me say, Fluffy says OGP don't like drama, then rants about drama. This is why I don't like drama, because it gets me all fucking worked up, and then I go down this rabbit hole, and it fucking drives me nuts. So I apologize, John. Go ahead. Say what you got to say about, and we got to be done with drama. We got to end it. But go ahead. I will give you
so Eric and I have gone back and forth with stuff. Some things are his fault. Some things are my fault. I tried to apologize to the guy. He gave me a very limp-wristed handshake when I said no hard feelings, which means he pissed all over me. And I was very insulted that he did not ask me to work on his films. When I asked, when he worked on my films, I would have worked for free. He worked for free. I would have helped him out. Now, when Philip found that movie, I told him, one, we need to watch it. That should be one of the two movies that we watch, but we have to be honest about it. We can't just hate it to hate it. And I did not hate it as much as Philip did. But, and this is where I'm going to defend that movie in how it was made. Not like the behind the scenes, but the disc and the box and stuff. So this is the Meat Hook Massacre crowdfunding DVD. And this is made from my computer and from Kanaki. So this is what I believe is what Philip bought. He bought the crowdfunding disc. So it is going to be shit.
I doubt that movie ever got a real release.
I've
never seen it anywhere.
It's crowdfunded. So somebody who worked on that movie got the Macob and went, oh crap, I don't want this anymore, and sold it to Zia, which is exactly what some fucking asshole did with my movie with Meat Hook Massacre 4. So somebody here in Vegas who worked on this also went, yeah, I don't think I need this in my collection, and took it down to Zia. There's their sticker. It's $7.99, and then they got their little thing right here. So, and I'm glad that this insert is autographed by everybody who worked on the movie. So these are ones that I made. So as you can see, it's the same type of thing. So I think what you got is a crowdfunding movie. That movie, like this.
If I paid money into a crowdfunding and the deal was I was going to get a copy of the movie and I got a burned copy like that, I would be livid. If I got a burned copy, I would lose my fucking shit. I would never donate to that crowdfunding again. I want a good quality copy of the movie. I don't want something burned at somebody's house. But that's why I don't like crowdfunding. It's so hard. I've been through it and it's so hard. People then have expectations and there's no guarantees with crowdfunding and stuff. It gets sticky for me.
Yeah, and it is a bad film. Everything that Philip said about it is absolutely true. I don't know how with today's technology that you cannot have voices that are not synced up. It's literally a button that you hit. I mean, and it will go from this to go whoop like that right in your computer, and it will sync up everything. I don't know how you can have professional camera people who I worked with. It works for Charles Band, make a movie where the lighting is completely inconsistent from shot to shot. There is continuity errors that have where somebody's standing like this, it cuts to a wide shot, they're standing like this, then it cuts to a medium shot and they're standing like this. None of this stuff makes sense. And sadly, I've worked with a lot of these people and they're friends of mine. And I don't mean to rip on them because they're actors. They're going to make movies. They're going to do whatever they can.
Actors do what the director tells them. I don't ever fault an actor for a movie being shit. If I see an actor sucking in multiple movies, different story. If I see an actor suck in one movie, you got to forgive him because it could be a bad director. And Eric Mathis didn't have a clue in hell what he's doing.
No. And that's the thing. And I know from people messaging me and talking to me, histories of these type of things. So yeah, it's a garbage film. You did have somebody say make it a giveaway. So I don't know, maybe make it a giveaway.
Oh, Gail said that. No, nobody needs to watch that. I will not publicize that ever again. I'm done with it. It's going in the trash. I'll probably burn it or something. I don't want it to exist.
Yeah, which is sad because you said, John, if you want it, just pay me what I paid for it. And I even said no. Yeah. Normally I would keep something like that, but I have nothing to do with it. But I do know people who were in it, and I will be giving them shit the next time that I work with them. So,
well, pump the brakes there. And this is why, man, we got to be careful. And we're losing all our viewers. We got to get back to our pickups here. Rants are no good. Hey, love you guys. Have to take medication, making me sleepy. Gail, have yourself a good night, homeboy.
Thank you,
love
Gail.
you. Take care of yourself.
Well, and I don't mean shit as in like give them, like make fun of them, like, saw the Macob,
Oh yeah. So yeah, getting hired on a project, there's no loyalty in filmmaking. Just because you work with somebody or you're friends with somebody, even if they're arch enemies making a movie and they're going to give you a job, you take the job as long as you don't have beef with them. That's what I'll never hold that against anybody. But and I just feel bad. That's why I said I feel I'm embarrassed for everybody who worked on that movie aside from Eric. He should have either, if you don't know how to make a film, don't. Here's the problem. He raised $50,000 by putting Kevin Smith on his crowdfunding and then wound up with that. You don't make $50,000 movie and have it look like that. I mean, Dustin Ferguson's made movies for $700 that look better than that. So,
and this cost $4,000 and still looks 100 times better than the Macob. And we had amateurs working on this.
So yeah. Okay. We're done with that. Yep. We're back to drama-free YouTube here. So, John, why don't you? That was my last thing. What do you got next on your pickups?
So why don't I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 Blu-rays. Should I quickly go through those?
Sure.
Maybe we could try to stick to the 2-hour thing here. So I got this one. You said that you didn't have an interest in it because it has monsters in it. I saw the trailer and thought it looked pretty good. That's Matt Damon in the Great Wall.
Yeah, I've heard it's a pretty good movie. It's like a period piece or whatever. It's not anything I'm interested in. So, but I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the trailer looked okay. This is also one that you made fun of, and it is Runaway. Speaking of Michael Crichton, so he wrote and directed Runaway. I'm now looking for Looker, which is another movie that he did around the same time.
Oh, and did I make fun of it because of Tom Selleck's mustache or something, or why did I make fun of that? I don't remember.
I don't know. You picked out the box and you made fun of it the last time we were at Zia.
Oh, I don't remember, huh?
Yeah, so it's written and directed by Michael Crichton. So it's a good movie. It's got Gene Simmons as the villain in it. Okay. This is one that you let me have. You originally picked it, and I said if you don't want it, I'll take it because it's The Asylum. That is 100 Ghost Street: The Return of Richard Speck.
Yeah. And I figured, like you said, since you're collecting Asylum stuff, I was like, okay.
Yeah, there's also one I think with Gacy that's similar to this too. But so I got that. Then another Asylum, Attack from Beneath, which is their version of Pacific Rim. Speaking of Del Toro too.
Yeah, terrible fucking movie. God damn, what happened to Pacific Rim?
So, Pacific Rim, the first one's good.
Fucking sucks ass. That's a terrible movie. I hate that.
It's a kaiju film. You wouldn't like it. Why would you even watch it?
Well, you're
definitely in the minority of that one.
No, I'm not. Do you know why they made Pacific Rim the way they did? Pacific Rim was supposed to be Robotech, and they couldn't get the rights to Robotech, so they said, "Fuck it, we'll make a knockoff Robotech," and it's trash, in my opinion.
Wow, you are in the minority on that. Definitely in the minority on that. Definitely. And then my last one here is Moose is in the house. Moose is in the house. Mooses and John Travolta went full R on this.
Oh, yeah. Hard R? Full R? What do you rated R? I'm
trying to be nice.
Yeah,
instead of just saying it. But yeah, so this is one of the worst movies I've ever watched in my entire life. And when I saw it, and it was only $4.99 instead of $8.99, I'm like, ooh, I'm buying that one.
Fanatic's a good movie. It's very crazy. Devin Sawa was great, and that's funny. Fluffy just met Devin Sawa, got his autograph. But the Fanatic is a good movie. It's very crazy. I mean, you
God,
think about
it's awful. It's horrible.
you think about how somebody like crazy guy like John Travolta's character could be like start stalking people, and it's kind of scary. It's
He
very
just
scary.
wanted an autograph. He just wanted an autograph. It's directed by Fred Durst, who can't direct.
Yeah. But that movie, for what it is, it's perfect. It's so cringe.
It's perfect in an awful, awful way. Yeah. So that's my Blu-ray.
Oh, is that all your Blu-rays? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a mixture of both. Well, let me show a couple big ones here that I found out last week that I didn't own. I thought I did, but I didn't own the original My Bloody Valentine. So I had to pick up the original My Bloody Valentine. So I found that on Blu-ray for a few dollars. I think it was like $6 or something. So there we go. No fancy slip covers or crazy versions or whatever, but yes, love this movie. And so I had to get it. And this is, it says it's a special edition. So maybe there's something spatial about it.
Oh, there is. There's a great documentary about Canadian slasher movies. So yes, it is great.
And then I found Abigail for $10.99 Blu-ray with the slip. It's funny because the others that they had were $18. This one was $10. And I opened it up. And then don't bother, folks. Don't bother, because I took the code and the code was still good. So I got the code. So I got it on my Fandango at home, and it has the Blu-ray and the DVD scratch free, minty fresh. So there we go. So I got Abigail and slipcover for it. Even though I wasn't the biggest fan of this movie, it has some flaws, but I liked it enough for $11. I thought I would pick it up. So and then there was another I don't need to scroll through them all. I'll show this. This is my forgive me pickup of the day, Mother's Day, which is a terrible movie apparently, but I do like holiday horror movies, and so I don't think I have another Mother's Day. This was the only Mother's Day movie, right? Are there any other?
Mm-hmm. Lloyd Kaufman. They Trauma.
They did.
It's a remake of that movie.
Oh, okay. So,
but it has nothing to do with that movie.
Okay. So, but anyways, this was $2. So, yeah. What else you got over there, John?
How about I show movies that are like double features, triple features?
Sure.
Okay, so we will start with Mr. Steven Seagal picked up Under Siege and Under Siege 2 Dark Territory.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yep. And you guys are going to notice that there are not a lot of low budget horror movies in here and stuff. I can't take those anymore. I watch Hollywood movies now, just more or less Hollywood movies. I can't take them. And then I got this is part of that Mr. Sunday Movies, and so they did review Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo 2. So I picked up this double feature. So we got that. And then we have a Rucker Hauer double feature. Omega Doom and Blind Fury. Blind Fury is great. And Omega Doom, I think, is Albert Pune. So.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
So, yeah. So that's, well, I think that's what, yep. So, who I did work with. So, I got to work with him.
Oh, with Albert, yeah.
Yeah. And then we got some Asylum. This is a triple feature with I Am Omega, Monster, and AVH. So AVH is Alien vs. Hunter. So it's their Alien vs. Predator movie. And this is their I Am Legend ripoff. And this is, Japan had a horror movie where like The Beast or something like that was a hit. And this is their ripoff on that. So we got that.
Nice.
And this is one I've been wanting to get for a long time. It goes into my comic book collection, and that is 5 Superman movies. So it's got
nice.
Superman the movie, but it's the extended edition. Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut. Superman 3, Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, and Superman Returns.
Nice.
Yeah. So that just goes right into my DC collection. And then that's the end of my collections.
Okay. So I got, and what I had meant to do, but I forgot to do it, was organize my movies by what was on my list versus the random things I picked up. This wasn't on my list, but I remember somebody mentioned this movie recently, and that's Room 205. And I did not own. I thought I owned it because I have a lot of different movies that start with the word room, but Room 205 did not own that. And so Ghost House Underground, somebody had recommended this, and so picked it up, and there it is. Got a little insert papery thingy there, just a DVD, but there was a clearance bin at Zia, so I got a lot of movies for like $1.99 or $2.99 and stuff, and this was in that bin. And then another one out of that bin. Oh no, I don't know if this was in that bin or not. Did you hand me this one? When a Stranger Calls?
Or no, I do
so
own it. It's the remake of the one from like the late 70s, early 80s. But
yeah,
Girl Limit's cute.
Yeah, and it has Camille Bell from The Ballad of Jack and Rose. What's the other guy's name? The dude from The Office who we just saw, and Parks and Rec, right? Anyways, that guy's in it.
Okay.
The one who had the beard in the other movie. Anyways, but When a Stranger Calls, Evil Hits Home. It was like $2. So, and I already got all the stickers off except for this one. This was like being a little butthead, so I'm gonna have to do that. Son of a bitch, I gotta do a giveaway. We gotta do a giveaway, John. Fucky. So what else you got over there?
I'll do 3. I got well, actually this can go up here. So I could do 2. So Mr. Sunday Movies, they reviewed at least the first Dungeons and Dragons movie, the one with Jeremy Irons, which is like beyond crazy with his overacting. So I did pick up I don't know if they're direct sequels, but Dungeons and Dragons Wrath of the Dragon God. So I picked that up. And then also this is the new one with Chris Pine, Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. I guess is more of a lighthearted type of movie. So
it's supposed to be a comedy. They were really promoting it at a Comic-Con, I think 2 years ago. They had a big thing about it down at San Diego Comic-Con when it came out. I've never seen it, but everybody that says that watches says they love it.
Yeah, I mean, it says here a total blast and a fun movie for everyone. So there you go.
Right on.
The nice thing about doing this with like Mr. Sunday Movies or some of these other guys that are out there is I will watch movies that I normally wouldn't see. So
yeah, no, and that's cool, and that's one of the best parts about YouTube altogether is that we learn about movies that we didn't know. I learned about a movie that I didn't know called He Knows You're Alone, and there's one reason I bought this, and that's because it was, well, I mean, not one, but I mean two. It's an old school slasher, which are great, but it's Tom Hanks' first movie. Yeah. So he Knows You're Alone. Got that on Blu-ray. It's $10, but I think it was $10. I could look at my list here, but it's not. It's irrelevant. But He Knows You're Alone. Tom Hanks' first movie. Got that right there.
Good slasher.
And then I picked this up. Countdown. Death. There's an app for that. This was in the clearance bin over there. I think this is $3.99. But you get the DVD and the Blu-ray, which were in good shape. And reading the synopsis and everything, it sounded pretty fun, which I would love to read all these to you guys right now. But we still got a giveaway to do. So I'm pressing through here. But Countdown, Death, there's an app for that. There you go. What else you got over there, John?
Okay, so I'm dividing these up into 4s because I think I could do that. Yeah. So I saw a trailer for it. I thought that it looked pretty good. It's got Van Damme in it. probably for like 10 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever it is, because he's got the and credit. And that's Alien Uprising. The trailer looked pretty cool. So I grabbed that, and $1.99, $2. So yeah, can't complain about that. A lot of these were really cheap. I found them in that same bin you did. There's like the 2 bins. And then this is from After Dark Originals. It's 51, another Alien movie. So,
yeah, I looked at that. It was in that clearance bin, right?
Yeah,
I looked at that, and then I thought, maybe too sci-fi for me. But I'm glad I put it back because it interested you, and it looks like a good movie. But I'm trying to collect horror movies or things that I love, and so that's why I didn't. Wasn't for me, but it still looks like a good movie.
Yeah, I'm excited. Then we have a slasher movie, Let It Snow. This is $5. Was originally 10. But I remember this being very expensive. I don't know why it's this price. I think when I looked at Zia, this thing was like $20 or something, and it was even in like the plastic case. And so I'm like, oh crap, because I saw a review for this on YouTube, and the guy just shredded it. Said it was one of the worst things he's ever watched, and I'm like, oh, I need this movie. So I'm glad that I found it, and of course, slasher movie in the snow. Red looks great in snow. So
yeah, I'll be looking forward to hear what you think about that.
Yeah.
After you check it out.
Oh, I guess I have 5. And then this is one that you watched, the Lair.
Oh yeah, The Lair. Yeah. Great movie. There's some sketchy effects, but it's a good movie. It's a good movie. Definitely worth watching.
And then this one it probably should be in a different stacks because it's totally out of left field. But this goes along with my I guess it wouldn't go with the Blu-rays, but with like Exodus and Ben-Hur and Noah. And it's Joseph Fiennes in Risen, directed by Kevin Reynolds, who works a lot with Kevin Costner. So he did, like Waterworld. He directed the Hatfields and McCoys. So, and I picked it up, so it goes into my religious section. So, yeah. So that's 5 there.
Quick public service announcement for everybody. I posted a comment in the comments. Read the comments right now. Read my comment right now. Okay. So what else you got over there, John? What do you got going on?
Oh, are you done?
Or was it my turn? Oh no. Fuck no. I wish I was.
Yeah, your turn.
The jacket. I think you just picked this up and we're like, oh, did you just hand this to me saying it? Or was
no, you had it in your hand and I said, that's a really good movie. You need to own that.
So I got this out of that clearance bin then. Whatever I paid, a couple dollars for it. But the jacket. I got that.
Great time travel movie.
And then I did not own this, and I love me some Jennifer Carpenter. No relation to John, The Exorcism of Emily Rose. So I thought, you know what? Why not get a copy of that?
No relation to Rose from Titanic?
No. Yeah. End Trip. This was also in the clearance bin for $1.99. Your next ride might be your last. And the reason I bought this is because ride share horror movies are very fun. They're very fun. So I've seen, I think, a movie called Ride and I forget the others, but End Trip. I'm looking forward to checking out because it is like a ride share horror movie. And those are interesting because so many of us take rides. We do. So let me just show the last of my DVDs and everything else I'll have is Blu-ray. Then Stephen King's Riding the Bullet for $1.99. Look at that. How about that? Directed by Mick Garris. We love Mick Garris.
Good movie.
So
good movie.
The Dead Travel Fast. I've not seen this before. So how about that? I was not expecting to walk in there. Spree. Thank you, Mr. Bones. Spree is good. Ride is good. Those are both good movies. But Spree, yes, is very good. But I was not expecting to buy a million movies. But the like it used to be called Thrills and Chills. They call the bin something else now, where the horror clearance movies are, and it was loaded yesterday. So, and then From Within, look at that. After Dark Horror Fest 3, 8 films to die for. And I like the artwork. It's kind of cool. Smoke coming out of her eyes there. Death is catching. And I think that looks like Jeff Daniel Phillips on the back. I'm not sure if it is or not, but I'll have to look into that more. But it was $1.99.
Why not?
From Within. There you go. That's all the DVDs. Everything I have left, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 more, and they're all Blu-rays. How many do you got left?
I have 3 stacks of 5.
Okay. So with the ride share horror, does that mean Fluffy is the next big slasher killer? Probably. He probably is. We just don't know yet. Fluffy is driving around Houston, just murdering people left and right as bodies going missing. You just don't know. You just don't know what's going on. So how funny is this? So I tell everybody, do the comment so you could be on the Wheel of Doom. And then viewers, let the bots reign. So why don't you go through one of your stacks of 5 there, John? And
okay.
And then I'll go through a couple of mine.
So when I was at Zia Records, the one on Rainbow, and the guy was scanning my films, I said, do you ever look at people's movies and go, why the fuck are you buying that? In your head. And right as I end that, he held up this. This is Pauly Shore is dead. I hate Pauly Shore. I cannot stand Pauly Shore. This is a great movie. This is Pauly Shore plays Pauly Shore. He directed the film, and it's that everybody hates Pauly Shore, and then he dies, or they think he dies, and everybody loves him. All of a sudden, he's the greatest guy ever. And he's going around going like, what the hell? I'm dead, and now everybody loves me. So this is a really good movie. I don't think I would ever, and it's got like a ton of people in it too. So
nice.
Then I got the unrated version of Colombiana, and that's Luc Besson produced this one. So a nice little female revenge movie since Ballerina's coming out. So I figured I'd pick this one up, and it's got Zoe Saldana.
I'm still mad at her for leaving Batman hanging like that, but whatever.
Batman.
I don't know. Wasn't that her in Batman? Or was that a different girl?
Oh, Zoe Kravitz?
Or was that Zoe Kravitz? Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah, Lenny Kravitz.
I got my Zoes wrong.
This is probably going to end up being a Reviews After Midnight movie. This is Frank Stallone in Terror in Beverly Hills. And if you notice, the Frank up here is incredibly tiny, and Stallone is giant.
Yeah, that's funny.
But he has to
Sly's
save
brother, right?
Yeah. He had a little bit of a career doing B movies for a while. So, but this will probably be one of my reviews. Lee Scott, I'm still hoping to interview for one filmmaker. This is him. It's not The Asylum. Only $2. Flu Birds, directed by Lee Scott.
Oh yeah.
So
I like that. Yeah, crow with an eyeball in its mouth. I like that.
Yeah, and it's got one of those kind of cool looking covers on it. It's very shiny. It's just a cool look. It's hard to see here, but it's a cool looking cover. And then my last one, this is where I become a hypocrite because it does have one of the kids from Stranger Things, and that is The Turning.
Oh yeah. I saw that, and I saw the kid, and I went skip. Yeah, that's the kid. He's the one in the summer movie, Summer Hell, whatever.
Yeah, he was one of the writers and directed. Finn
Wolford. Yeah, Finn.
Yeah, and he's also in the Ghostbusters movies now. So
yeah,
but this is based on the Turn of the Screw, and so I picked it up because it's based on a classic novel. I heard the ending is awful, but it does have an alternate ending, so we will see. So
nice.
There we go.
Nice.
All right.
Before you mention, is that the end of that stack of 5? Okay, so I will say this once and one time only. Anybody, if you're watching right now, you're going to type in hashtag HMM for Horror Movie Monday. Send that comment if you haven't already. Just do it once. I don't need you to, I don't need you to say, if you sent the comment, just do it once. Don't have to do it twice. But if you want to be on the Wheel of Doom, hashtag HHM in the comments for your chance to be on the Wheel of Doom. I've changed my mind. We're going to do a Wheel of Doom giveaway. So you can.
Do they know what we're giving away?
We told them already earlier. So there's Aximus 1 and 2. We talked about that.
So these are
Oh yeah, there they are. Yeah, you'll win a copy. We will have them factory direct shipped to you from Scream Time Films. Is that it?
Screen Time Films, yeah.
Yeah. So you'll get a package in the mail from Screen Time Films. One lucky winner will get Aximus 1 and 2 for you to view. I'm in part 2, so that's all you really need to worry about.
So this, So there we go, like that.
Okay. Oh yeah. There you go. A nice shot of Drew Marvick's butt right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, those are both John directed both those movies, and I got to be in part 2. So check them all out.
Yeah. And if we ever make a part 3, Philip will be in part 3.
How about that? How about them apples? So I'll give you guys a couple minutes to talk. When I'm done and I'm ready to end the entry period, I will end the entry period. But I'm going to show, I'll show like half of the rest of my pickups. I'll let John do some more. So this was also in that clearance bin, The Lesson, and the artwork looks good. I mean, this looks jacked up. I love jacked up, twisted movies. But it's a Scream Factory. There you go.
Oh,
yeah.
You know something about Scream Factory?
No, John, enlighten me, would you?
It's very possible that if you look at the back of that and you see who produced it.
His name's not on here. Sorry, I hate to break it to you.
Oh, he didn't do that one? Okay.
Yeah, this is, I think, a later film or something after he moved on. So
Mr.
you're going. Yeah, there you go. You're going to learn, even if it kills you. It sounds kind of like a Saw thing, maybe teaching him a lesson, because that's what Saw is all about, teaching him a lesson. This was on my list. I was making a list, was checking it twice. I was going to find out which movie recommenders in the comments are naughty or nice, but Wanted, at one point or another, one of you recommended Wanted. It says the perfect high def movie experience here on the bottom. No tagline there, just Wanted. But it has people that are too small to read. James McAvoy right there, and Morgan Freeman. That's the key right there. And that's probably why, after we were talking about James McAvoy a while back, somebody probably suggested Wanted. And there it is. Bam, I got Wanted. It was like $3.99. So, and it has like this little extra thingy here, and like something about a game or something, and you got the DVD and the Blu-ray right there.
Very nice.
So for $4, not a bad pickup.
Yeah, very nice.
And this kind of feels like similar vibes as Countdown, but Friend Request. Evil is Trending. John, have you seen Friend Request?
I have. There were like 3 of them that came out, and they're all computer movies like this. Like if the entire movie was like this.
Yeah, because it's like shot on a phone type of stuff, right?
I think it's on a computer screen.
Or computers. Oh, okay, computer screen. Oh yeah, because it looks like laptops. They're laptop screens there. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So, but this was in the clearance bin. That's the only reason.
I would have grabbed that. Yeah, if I saw it, I would have grabbed it.
Yeah, these type of movies, I'm like, but it was in the clearance bin. So, my last 3, I'm kind of excited about a couple of these. So I'll save those. John, why don't you have 2 more stacks of 5?
Yes.
Well, why don't you grab one of those stacks, good sir?
Alrighty. So I just got done watching Hatfields and McCoy, which is Kevin Costner and Bill Paxton. If you go to my channel, you can watch Film Discussion with Donald Wills and myself, where we look at that and the 10th Kingdom. So I did find in that bin, and I'm very happy about this, Frank and Jesse, Rob Lowe, Bill Paxton, and Randy Travis. about like Jesse
Ooh.
James, Frank James. So kind of following my Bill
Yeah.
Paxton again. Rest in peace, Bill Paxton. So
Yeah,
so
man. Yeah. That's a good flick.
yeah. This is a remake, and it's not bad. The original is better, but a narrow margin. Lawrence Turney is in the original. This is with Gene Hackman. So this was pretty good as a remake. So that we got that. Then we have one that's a documentary, End of the Century, the story of the Ramones. So this will go right next to my my documentary on the Plasmatics. So this is right when all of them were still alive, and then right after this came out, they all died.
Did you go to a rock and roll high school?
I got the privilege of seeing them in concert, if that counts, for the Too Tough to Die tour.
Nice. Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
That's
And
cool.
then I got this, and this is one that I recommended to Philip. I love this movie. It's from the director of Unsane, and and it does have in it Terrence Stamp, who's one of the greatest actors ever, and it's called The Limey.
Oh yeah, that looks interesting. Looks interesting. I think
I love it. Yeah, it's his daughter gets kidnapped, and he's trying to find her. So it's one of those movies. But I really like this movie. And then the last one, I'm looking at Shakespeare. I'm learning Shakespeare. I actually want to take a class, like an adult class for Shakespeare, learning that language. So I've been picking up ones that are more modern and ones that are period pieces. And so that would be O. So this would be Othello, but it takes more modern day in like a high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's my 5.
All right. So you got 5 more over there left to go, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I have been ignoring some of the comments here, and I do need to now acknowledge we got to get back to some of those comments. Larry kind of made sure that I got back to the comments because Larry, being the legend he is, what's going on, Larry? How you doing tonight? Not ignoring you, Larry. We're just trying to get through all these pickups because we had 1 million of them tonight. But Larry coming through the $12 super chat. Larry, you rock, homeboy. Thank you, sir, for coming through with that $12 super chat. You are
thank you,
absolute legend, Larry. Love you. And there you go, GB. I supported you again. You always support us, Larry. You are a legend, and we definitely appreciate you. And I got your name on the list. We'll go through the list here in just a moment to make sure that everybody is on the wheel of doom appropriately. And look at this, a legend, a brother from another mother that I haven't gotten to see in a while. And I wish it would have been cool this weekend, but it was such a quick little turnaround. But Shadow Man, how are you doing, bro? We got it next time I'm out in Vegas. We got to make it happen. We got to hang out again. Shadow Man, I don't know. John, have you ever met Shadow Man? Shadow Man is a legend.
I don't think so.
He rolls up one day and just brings me this.
Oh, wow.
Hook it up with this. Yes. No, he is
very
absolute legend. And I hope Shadow Man and Marcy are doing well. And I miss them. I want to go hang out. This trip was specifically to go see Tom, and which Shadow Man probably would have had a great time seeing Tom, but I don't know if he would have been able to make it with work and stuff. But seeing Tom's band play. But bro, I hope you are doing well. Hope we get to hang out soon. Remember, the giveaway show is 2 winners, 1 show. 2 winners. What's up? What? Larry, 2 winners. Did I say 2 winners? Oh, you're because what I said last week. Hit the button, guys, on super chat, please. Yes, everybody. Yeah, give Larry a little love over there if you would. And you're in California right now. Wow. I may be doing what part of California? Private message me. Let's see if you're somewhere, if I got some time, which I have some things going on. There's like there's a very big race happening this week. If anybody follows racing, there's the Baja 500 is going on this week coming up. And I've got things that I'm involved with that may keep me busy. But if I get a chance, it would be awesome to try and catch up while you're out here. That's cool. Unless you're busy too. Well, of course, but let me know, Shadow Man. So But so yeah, I said something about that last week about maybe like a second winter. I think it was like if it was overseas, maybe we do a second winter or something. Wear your Diet Coke. Don't you usually drink that every time you go? So I do. I'm trying to cut down because I saw an article where they say Diet Coke could lead to cardiovascular disease. So trying to cut down. I got a bottle of water. You know, I left Vegas this morning from John's house and drove home. And I didn't stop. I stopped once just to take a quick leak and drove the rest of the way. I didn't stop and eat. No fast food, no junk. I just drove all the way. I just had 2 bottles of water I picked up at 7-Eleven when I got gas in the car, and drove all the way home and didn't eat no garbage all the way home. So I was feeling pretty good, but I was dying. I was very tired because John and I did stay up, and it was after 1 by the time we started to wind down to get to bed. And then some asshole woke me up at like 7 o'clock this morning. So
this asshole.
Yes, I thought I was going to sleep till 8 while he goofed around and stuff, but no, I'm out there sleeping peacefully, and I hear, "Good morning." So it was a rough ride home. I came home and I took a couple-hour nap before doing anything else to get back in because I was worried I was going to be yawning in front of you all tonight. But that's my own fault for staying up so damn late last night, right? John had to get up. There's no choice. There are a couple felines that will probably murder him if he doesn't get up and take care of them in the morning. So,
yeah.
So I had before the show here, I had a Monster Energy drink with my taco bowl, and then I have 1 Diet Coke, which I'm about 3/4 of the way done, and a bottle of water right there. So Liv is in the house. What's up, Liv? How you doing?
Hey, Liv. Hey.
And can I go? Oh, no, no, NG. I'm sorry, can't do that. So yeah, the stuff that what I'm got going on and stuff, I can't. I will never be able to mention what that is here. That's top secret classified information. So I apologize, but that's why I was even reluctant to mention it. Let's see here. What about iced tea? I love iced tea. Problem with iced tea is you got to make it, and I'm fucking lazy. But I need to get better at that. In fact, I was out looking for a jug because you go to the store and you want to buy a jug to make your tea in, and most of them have like little nooks and crannies, and they're hard to clean. And I am like seriously OCD. And I refuse if there's like a stain. Use like a lot of iced tea containers will get stained, or coffee cups will get stained. I have a real hard time drinking out of anything that's stained. So, yeah, I know. I don't need anything else getting me sick, Mr. John. So, John, I know.
Man in the plastic bubble.
I need to go live in a bubble. I know. I'm allergic to everything, but I do love iced tea, and I need to drink more of it. So, the Wheel of Doom is sponsored by water. Yes. It's sponsored by Jeff Goldblum's water here. But so did everybody type in a hashtag? Because we're getting there. It's getting close. I said I was only going to say it once, but I lied, and I'm allowed to lie because it's like, well, it's me and John's god dang show, but
that's right.
I reserve the right to lie. Larry likes iced tea, peach, raspberry, blueberry. See, I like all those, but because in order to make them taste like that, they have sweetener and sugar in them. So I get heartburn from that stuff. So when I drink iced tea, no lemon, no sugar, nothing, just plain old fashioned iced tea. How about lemonade or grape juice? Now I do love a good Arnold Palmer. John, are you a fan of Arnold Palmer's?
I've had them. Yeah, they're good, but I like lemonade in general. So,
okay. I'm not a big fan of lemonade, but when you go on a cruise ship, if you don't buy the soda package where you get Cokes, then you have to drink lemonade, or it's lemonade, iced tea. So it's perfect. You make Arnold Palmer's, or like water or milk. So I do drink a lot of lemonades on a ship. And then lemonade because it's very acidic. Spend a lot of time. You come home with very clean bowels. So Milo sweet tea is the best store-bought tea. See, and I love a good sweet tea, like a Southern sweet tea. I love a sweet tea, but I'm trying to just because I do enjoy just plain without sugar. So yes, iced tea lemon is my favorite. Nice. Okay, we are on a tangent now. Let's reel it back in here. I have 3 more to go. John, how many more? You had 5 more movies, right?
5. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go through my 3 here, and then you'll do yours. And then when John's done, that's it. The wheel is a locked, and we're going to give some Aximus 1, Aximus 2 away. Brand new factory copies. I got The Toll because this was also in the clearance bin. I think it was like $4.99 for The Toll. But it's got a nice fancy slipcover, like the nice shiny slip, and it's a Blu-ray. And it looks pretty good. Again, I'm not going to dive too deep into the synopsis and everything about it, but an unforgettable ride. You go on a ride, you got to pay the toll, and the toll may be bad things happening to you, right? So another ride themed movie. Speaking of rides, this fellow right here we talked about earlier and took a long ride across the Atlantic Ocean. The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Again, found this for, I think it was like $10.99 or somewhere in that nature, or maybe $8.99. It was around $10. But this is a movie that a lot of people thought was long and boring. I love this movie. I thought it was great. I love the pacing. I love the kind of the tension that it built, and looking forward to what was going to happen and stuff. And I thought this was great. Really enjoyed it. I think they stayed very, very true to Bram Stoker's book and vision and stuff. So I love this. The Legend of Dracula is born. There you go. So and I think, was it crossing the Atlantic? It was crossing some ocean. Maybe it wasn't the Atlantic. I don't know where they were going. They were going somewhere. They went somewhere across the sea. Do you remember where they went? What body of water they crossed?
I'm trying to think.
I don't think they got to America. I think they maybe got to England. Maybe they were going from like.
Oh yeah. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't America that they got to.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll have somebody will know. Somebody will know. No, nobody knows. Okay, so let's go with my last one here, and that is The Living Dead at Manchester Morgue. And I'm not going to lie, I don't know if I'm going to like this. John, I think, thinks I won't like it. But brand new, this was $45 there. This was used, so it was only $15. So you got the slip, fancy schmancy steel book here, and reversible artwork, and you got a remastered soundtrack disc, and then a Blu-ray and a DVD. So for $15, as Fluffy Gamer would say, $15 hairs, I had to pick up The Living Dead at Manchester Morgue. Have you seen this, John?
I want to say I have, but it was probably like 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's an old movie. It's been early 70s or something, right? So
yeah.
But that's it. There's my 30 movie pickups. Wow, wee wow. So John, you have 5 more, correct?
Yes, my last 5. So we're gonna start off with Val Kilmer, unfortunately, rest in peace, and that is Red Planet. He was on Mars. Killer Robot. So that's good.
Yeah.
My mother found this film to be incredibly disturbing. I did not, but she did, and that would be Arnold Schwarzenegger in End of Days.
Why did she find it disturbing?
Because like the devil possesses people, and he's gonna commit suicide, and it's a very dark movie. It's a good film.
Yeah.
But she was watching it on just like regular television or something this long time ago. And she I remember walking past her, and she's just like, I don't know if I could finish watching this. It's very disturbing. She was like, so, so that's that one. And then, of course, if it's Beyonce, I gotta buy it.
John's fired.
I did not buy this for Beyonce. She just happens to be in it. But I do love obsession movies like,
Okay.
The Hand That Rocks the Cradle or The Roommate, things like that. So, and I have seen this before. I wrote a script and where I watched a ton of obsession films, and this was one of them. I've seen it twice. So I did pick up Obsessed.
Okay. Nice.
So did not pick it up for Beyonce. She just happens to be in it. So
yeah. You know what? Beyonce is whatever. My beef with Beyonce is she's not a country singer. Her music is not country. It's an insult to country music. That's all I really got against her.
I just don't care about her at all. I'd rather
Okay.
I just don't. I don't get I don't get it. But okay. And then this is an oldie but a goodie. Silent Running with Bruce Dern. Special effects by the guys who did Star Wars, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. This is a great movie. It's kind of an environmental movie, but it's really good. It takes place on these like space stations. All that does the movie no justice, but they're very good film. And then my last one is, I think I found out about this from Mr. Sunday Movie, and when they were reviewing Street Fighter, because they were doing some comic book ones or video game ones, I guess. And they're like, oh yeah, there's a sequel to Street Fighter, and this is it. So they said it is a sequel. So they're
okay.
But I don't know if it has any of the. I don't think it has any of the original people in it at all. So, but I figured why not? It's was only $2.99 at Goodwill. So that's everything.
Wow, we made it. We made it through over 60 pickups. Oh man, craziness. We'll do a couple comments, and when I get caught up on the comments, that's it. We're gonna lock the wheel in. So let's see here. Preminator still hasn't seen Companion. Companion is pretty good. I agree with Mr. Bones. John, have you seen Companion yet?
No, and I need to. I feel like I'm letting down Quaid. Jack Quaid.
Yeah, it is streaming now, and it is good. It's definitely worth a watch.
Yeah. Us being a big fan of his, that's I feel like I'm not letting him.
I've been in the same room and breathed the same air as Jack Quaid. So yeah,
I envy you.
Manchester Morgue is good. OGB, very nice. Mr. Bones, thank you. Good to know. And Larry never saw The Voyage of the Demeter. It's R-rated. Yeah, it is. It's a horror movie. It definitely wouldn't be up your alley, Larry. Horror Movie Monday is what it stands for. That is correct. Horror Movie Monday. HMM. OGB and John, have you seen Novocaine? Loved it. It's even better than Companion.
I need to. I'm letting. I never cared about Jack Quaid's been in a ton of movies. I've watched some that I didn't even know that he was in. But once he went on to Red Letter Media, and that's when Scream came out, and it was like the #1 movie in the world. I really respected the guy. And he's been on the show a couple times, maybe 2 or 3 times. And I'm just like, for a guy who's in the #1 movie and it's a Scream movie, the guy's in Milwaukee and he hangs out with the guys from Red Letter Media. I just went, that's it. He's one of my guys. He's on my list. So
Red Letters in Milwaukee?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. I was just in Milwaukee. I did not know they were there. Oh.
Yeah.
Man, I should have banged on their door. Not that they would let me in, but yeah, that's cool.
Never know.
Yeah, you don't never know unless you try, right?
Yeah, I gotta see Novocaine.
Novocaine was awesome. One of my favorite films of the year. Preminator, I'm with you. Yes, I think everybody who's seen it has enjoyed that movie. It is batshit crazy and a lot of fun. Okay, so I do believe I have everybody's name. I am speaking in a weird speech pattern while I say this, but we are going to spin a wheel here and we are going to give away copies of Aximus 1 and 2. Everybody, if you would hit the thumbs up button, your last chance to comment, hashtag HHM. I'm sorry, HMM, not HHM. That's Howard. That's Hamlin McGill from Better Call Saul. We're HMM Horror Movie Monday. And so that's what we're doing. We're doing Horror Movie Monday. If you want your chance to win, look at John's got them in his hand. Aximus and Aximus 2.
And there's
copies of those.
Yeah, the films are 30 minutes, but there is a ton of special features on these. Audio commentary. There's a well over an hour behind the scenes on both of these. There's trailers, there's photos. So even I wanted to make sure that you guys got what you're paying for or given away, because the movies are 30 minutes, but everything else is well over 30 minutes. So
nice. There we go. Let's do that. Okay, put that there. And voila. The Wheel of Doom. There it is.
All right. I've never seen the Wheel of Doom before. Okay.
So, go fuck yourself, John. How many videos have you been watching? Wow. The Wheel of Doom is legendary here. We've been spinning the Wheel of Doom forever, although it's been a while, and we have not done it since you've been here. So I forgive you. Anyways,
okay.
I'm going to read your names. If you have commented and your name is not on here, let me know. Antonis, Mr. Bones, Septum Sin, Deadpool Fanatic, House of G Fam, Lee Phillips, Preminator, Larry, the Batman Fan, NG, Wicked Network, Musashi, Nocturno, Greg D, Liv, and Nick B. Anybody else in the house that wants a chance to win? You already sent, John, did you not? You already sent Gail copies of these movies, right?
Yes, he has one and two.
So Gail does not need them, so we won't.
I do need to do a shout out to Septum Sin though. Go check out.
Okay, do that.
Yeah, Septum Sin. He's got a good YouTube page. I'm in one of his films. He did an Amityville movie that was fun. So a shout out to Septum Sin.
Nice. Yes. It's a good dude. Let's see here. Will you be shooting for longer runtime for 3 and 4, John?
No, what we're going to do for 3 and 4, they're still going to be around 30 minutes. We're going to combine them into 1 2-hour movie. I've thought of maybe doing Aximus the movie, and then that would probably be 80 minutes, 70 minutes, somewhere in there. Because the idea with these is that they were originally going to be on anthology movies, so they're short because they're with other films.
Yeah. But no, because if you had 4 of them, even a third one, you could put them together because they'd be about 90 minutes and make it into a feature. So was there anybody out there that I did not mention your name because we're gonna spin the wheel, and once the wheel starts spinning, it doesn't stop spinning. But everybody knows the rules. John, do you know the rules? Do you know when we spin the wheel? Do you know how many winners there can be, John?
I don't. Please enlighten me.
There can be only one. There can be only one.
Winning.
There can be only one.
There can be only one.
There can be only one.
You were in it to win it.
There can be only one.
Just one.
Just one.
Only one. How many movies did you ever expect to hear there can be only one in? But there can be only one. Yes. So that's it. Yes, Mr. Bones says, spin that shit. Yes, we got to do that. We're getting late here. We're getting late. We got to spin it. And so I think we're gonna lock it up now. But I think we probably need some music on. John, do we need music going right now? Yeah,
why not?
That's what I thought. Let's Jesse, do we need music?
Yeah, bitch!
Yeah, that's what I thought. So let's see, which we listen to. Balzer, who never decided to get in the giveaway tonight, maybe he's busy, but he commented earlier. He liked my taco bowel or whatever he mentioned. But Balzer loves the good old fashioned like Irish kind of music, but we didn't. I got to turn this down. I'm gonna blow everybody's eardrums out. Maybe we. Oh, listen to. How about we listen while we're doing it? We'll listen to Jeepers Creepers, AI created song. So how's the level? Can you hear that song, John, over there, John?
I can.
Nice. There we go. Okay. Well, here it is. So John, don't say anybody's name until they're off the wheel. We don't want to jinx anybody. There is a jinx. If we say their name, they will lose. So we don't say any names. So here we go. It is time to spin the Wheel of Doom. Who will be Mr. or Mrs. Irrelevant? Damn it. Septum Sin.
Septum Sin.
Sorry about that. First of all, it's got to be somebody. It's got to be somebody. But thank you for playing the Wheel of Doom. Let's see. Musashi. Sorry, Musashi. Let's go. And oh, it's so close, so close. Preminator. Damn it. Sorry, Preminator. Here we go. And I love it. NG. Sorry, NG. Look at the comments have come to a dead stop because nobody wants to jinx himself. Every time we do the wheel, nobody comments because nobody wants to be the jinx. There we go. Let's find out who is next to meet their doom. Larry, the Batman fan. Sorry, Larry. And shit, Nocturno. Well, at least Nocturno got to have some fun, but it's bad karma for calling his cousin a bitch. there you go. Sorry, Nocturno. Lee. Sorry, Lee, but thank you for staying up super late and playing the Wheel of Doom with us. Lee being across the pond over there, it's got to be the wee hours if the sun is not even coming up, maybe. Nick B. Sorry, Nick B. We are getting down to it here. House of G fam. Sorry, homeboy. All right, here we go. Who is next to meet their doom? Greg. Sorry, Greg. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. Hold the press. Stop the press. My Killer Podcast in the house. What's up, Mel? We love Mel. What's going on, Mel? How you doing? Mel has been Mel like kind of like slowed down on the YouTube for a little bit, but she is back at it full force. Got a lot of content coming out, stuff for her channel members and stuff for the general public and everybody. So I know everybody subscribed to Mel. Better be, or I have a special set of skills. If you don't subscribe to Mel, if you're not subscribed to Mel, I will hunt you down and I will kill you. I'm kidding. I won't do that. But I do have a special set of skills. I'm really good at holding coffee mugs in movies that we're going to give away here in just a moment when we conclude the Wheel of Doom. But Mel, man, I had to stop and say hello to Mel. Man, I was so close. I was so close to Mel. I was in the Chicagoland area, and Mel lives somewhere in the Midwest, like area. Flyover state kind of thing, I think. And I don't know exactly where, so don't nobody ask me because I don't know where Mel lives. But I was within a drive, I think. And I could have went, and to quote Master Chaos, I could have went and touched her in person. As cringy as that sounds, yes, that's Master Chaos right there. Not me, but it's so funny. That will never die. The fact that Master Chaos said, she may come to California and he could touch her in person. Or hug. No, I was definitely touch her in person. So that was hysterical. So anyways, but good to see you, Mel. And man, we gotta go talk about some ghosts. It's been a while. We gotta figure that out. We gotta get Master Chaos and we gotta figure it out if we all got time. Our ultra terrestrials kind of it's been a toilet this year. So, but anyways, here we go. Let's get back to it. Good to see Mel. Let's see what will this do? Maybe we'll just maybe we'll go back to the Horror Movie Monday song. Okay, everybody, headbang or the jinx is gonna get you and you're gonna lose. Everybody at home is headbanging right now. There we go. Look at that. And then there were 5.
Horror descends. Silence your breath.
Let's see who's next. Damn it! Sorry, Mr. Bones. Come join the show. It's Horror Movie Monday, just like the guy said. Let's see. Here we go. Then there was 4. Antonis. Sorry, Antonis. Here we go. 3 absolute legends left on this wheel right now. Wicked Network. Sorry, look at this. So it's the last person standing. Will it be Liv? Will it be Deadpool Fanatic? There's still only 2 left, so I'm saying both their names. So the jinx is off. There's only 2 left. I said both your names. So here we go. Who's going to win on the final spin of the Wheel of Doom? Who will be the proud new owner of Aximus 1 and Aximus 2? We'll find out right now. That was a weird, fast spin. But sorry, Liv. Deadpool Fanatic. Congratulations, sir. Deadpool Fanatic, are you in the house? Look at that. Deadpool Fanatic is the winner. Deadpool has won the Wheel of Doom. We got to make it. What's going on? The Wheel of Doom is tripping out on us. Deadpool, congrats to you, Deadpool, sir, for winning the Wheel of Doom. Oh, look at Liv is devastated. Liv is devastated. Sorry, Liv. Man. You can't win them all. And there's always got to be that number 2. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm sorry, Liv. It was so close. It was so close. Deadpool Fanatic is in the house. Deadpool, have you ever won anything before? I can't remember. I got a list. John, I kept the list. Are you frozen, John?
I am frozen.
Oh, I thought you were pretending to frozen, but you're really frozen, huh?
Yeah.
Why are you frozen with like that?
I don't know. That's just what it shows.
So I'm going to take you off. Oh, there I'm big. And put you up. Now you're just gone altogether. But can I hear you still? Are you talking?
Can you hear me?
I'm out of focus today, and I don't like that. I don't know why I'm out of focus. It's upsetting me. Larry's won twice. Very nice. Almost asked for autograph copies. So I apologize to everybody. I meant to take my copies out to Vegas and have John sign them. And I was going to sign them, or at least sign Aximus 2, the one I'm involved with. And we were going to mail out autograph copies. But I failed and I didn't take them out there. So you're just going to get brand new factory copies mailed to you. So congratulations there to Deadpool Fanatic. Deadpool, are we connected online? Do you got my email, or do you follow me on Instagram? Where are you going to message me, Deadpool Fanatic? I got to know where to look for your message so I can get your address to have those shipped your way. So let me know. John, you're still frozen. What's happening?
I don't know. I'm trying to get back on.
That's so weird. Maybe let's see. Maybe stop your camera and then go back in your camera. Okay, Deadpool. All right, hit me on Instagram. I will check. I don't, man. For everybody, a lot of people message me on Instagram. Everybody sends me the little videos and stuff. Oh, John's gone altogether, and I'm huge, and I don't like that. There we go. Look at how blurry I am. It sucks. What's up on my camera today? Maybe that's a little better. I don't know. I was so blurry. I'm ugly as it is, but I was super ugly right there. I'm sorry. So, but everybody sends me all these little videos, and little pictures and funny things and stuff. And I'm telling you, I get like 20 different people every day sending me like 3 or 4 or 5 or more of these things. So it kind of burned me out on checking the Instagram Messenger because of that. So I don't look at all that, but I will look at it. It's Deadpool, and I will get your. Oh, there's John's back. Hello, John.
I'm back. Yes.
How are you doing this evening, John?
I am fine, and congratulations, Deadpool. So I hope you like the movies. So that's awesome.
Yes. But very cool. Okay, so message me, Deadpool, and we'll get those out to you. Paranoid Android Frozen. Turn the heater up, John. There you go. Yes. Call Elsa. Isn't that her name? The queen or something from Frozen, and have her whisper sweet nothings in your ear and get you all hot and bothered and melt that ice and get back with the program, John.
I have no idea what you guys are referencing.
Yeah, me neither. Don't worry about it. I'm out either. Oh, there's Balzer. What happened, Balzer? You didn't get on the wheel, man. A Wicked Network, 6-time Wheel of Doom. Wicked Network is just like the luck has been a wicked side. That's awesome. That's awesome. So there it is, man. We did 60 pickups. If anybody missed that and wants to see all the awesome stuff we got at Zia Records, yes. And somebody from Texas, I think, commented the best they had was Second and Charles. Yeah, Second and Charles it's definitely no Zia Records. It's definitely no Amoeba Records, but at least it's a movie store, and you've got to support your movie stores so we can continue buying movies so these places don't go out of business, so that we can always go walk around and look for movies. So support them, even though it may not be on the same level as Zia Records. But man, I do love some Zia, and John is an SOB for living like 10 minutes away from a Zia Records.
Yes. I love my Zia Records. It's my happy place.
Nice. Oh, look at this. Deadpool is on a roll because Friday he won tickets to see Tesla. Decent. Very nice, man. Tesla, man. I didn't even know that. Like that. Were we talking like Tesla? That's an 80s rock band, right?
Yeah, metal band.
Yeah. I didn't even because
nice.
You type in Tesla right now, and good luck finding anything that's not related to Elon. Let's see here, man. Internet sucks. Yeah, they're like been around since like 81, right, or 82. So decent. Well, have a good time at the show, Deadpool, and yeah, hit me up over there on the IG, and we'll get you those movies out. But again, big shout out to our homie, Mr. Tom Devlin, who owns a monster museum and now an alien place out there in Boulder near Las Vegas as well. So a big shout out to Tom, Lolo. Listen to me. Geez, I'm telling you, I am so tired. That drive home wiped me out today. But big shout out to Tom, Lola, Waleed, and Ryan, the band members from Switch to Fakie, who I think Tom Devlin's link is down below to the Monster Museum and stuff. I'm not sure if you can buy these online or not, but you can get this is a vinyl album with Tom Devlin's music on here. You hear Tom Devlin singing on here. It's pretty epic, as well as Waleed and Ryan. But Tom, man, being the legend he is, it's so cool. But big shout out to Tom and them again. It was a great show on Saturday, and then the after party, the after pool party, pizza party was epic as well. Seeing so many great friends, people that are involved in that filmmaking community out there was a lot of fun. I think you had a good time as well, didn't you, John?
Yeah, it was fun. The after party was good, and yeah, it was fun. Yeah, I enjoyed myself quite a bit.
Yeah. I'm glad we were able to make that happen. We had a great time. And John, thanks for your hospitality, having me. It's always a lot of fun hanging out with you, watching movies and drinking some beers and going and blowing all of our money at Zia Records.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we'll have to do it again soon. We will.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So we're going to do like a review for your channel coming up soon, right? Do you have anything else coming up on your channel?
Tomorrow, it should be up. I wanted it up today, but it just didn't happen. Tomorrow on my channel, one filmmaker, one film with the master.
Yes.
Uwe will be on there, and it is his third time that I get to interview him. I love interviewing that guy. He's one of my favorite filmmakers. I don't care what people say. And what we did was we went to like that chat. Was it GPT or whatever it is?
Chat GPT.
Yeah, and I basically asked it a bunch of questions. So I wanted interview questions for Uwe and that's what I read off. Some of them are totally wrong, and
Yeah.
some of them are right on. And so we had fun. He laughed at certain things, and so I appreciate that he was a good sport with some of this stuff.
That's a cool idea. I think that was a very creative idea on your part to go type those in, or to type in to have AI spit out questions for you to ask him and see how goofy they could come up, and if they made sense or whatever. So that's awesome. So I just kudos on a great idea there.
No, thank you. Yeah, it's a fun interview. It's about 100 minutes. It's the longest one he's done with me. He's over in Germany, so I was doing it at 10 a.m. while he was there at 9 p.m. And he knew what we were doing before we started. Otherwise, I think maybe he might have, called it, quits a little bit earlier. But I think that he was having a good time. He likes to talk movies. People don't understand that this is a smart guy who makes good movies. Not everything is going to be golden, and I think he's very underrated. I don't think people understand him. So,
yeah. I hope everybody checks out your video and is subscribed to you and watches that interview with Uwe Boll. So very cool. So lots of fun stuff to look forward to on John's channel. I will be checking out. Let me get back. We should talk about this again really quickly here. Bring Her Back. I will be going to see that, and if I don't put up a review, that means it's mediocre. If it's really great, maybe I'll do a review. If it really sucks, maybe I'll do a rant, and then I'll put that up this week. Otherwise, we'll be seeing you next Monday. But also Ballerina. Here's the other thing. Ballerina, I kind of want to do a movie review for that. So there may be a movie review up on like Friday about Ballerina. So be sure to check that out. And if you have not seen it yet, The Black Phone 2 has a trailer out. Also, Del Toro's I gotta go to bed. Del Toro's Frankenstein has a new trailer out as well. So check those out. Anything else, John?
No.
Okay. Well, let's there was a couple other comments I wanted to say hello to here. It's probably best you don't have a Zia in your area, OGP. Too easy to spend them dollars. You are correct. You are, and even where would I put all this stuff? I have 30 movies and I have 0 shelf space right now. So I'm in trouble.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I do have one right next to me. So whenever I get mad at work, I go over and spend $50. So
and I see some shelf space, even if it means you're stacking your movies sideways on top of each other. You got some shelf space over there, sir.
I do, but these are all by like company and stuff. So they yeah.
Okay. Well. Modern Day Cowboy Hat, best Tesla song. Okay, there you go. I'd have to go back and listen to him. It's been a long time since I've heard Tesla, but growing up in the 80s, being a rock and roll heavy metal fan, yeah, do you remember listening to Tesla back then? Sep, what's up? How do you guys critique movies? What are 3 important aspects in critiquing a movie? Well, Sep, that's interesting, and we won't dive too far into it tonight, but I'll show you. Last week, I created this list of movie grades, things that I look at when I'm grading a movie. How is the story? How was the camera work? Was it creative? Did they have right type of headroom? Did they use good angles? Was it in focus? And that's sad to say, but a lot of indie movies won't, have out of focus shit. Visual effects. How were the effects? As far as if somebody like gets killed, was the blood or the effect done well? CGI, how was that? How was the acting? How was the dialogue? Was the dialogue written like people would normally talk, or is it awkward and weird? How was the cast? Even if they're not super famous, was it a good cast? Locations, did they have good locations, or was it all like green screen, or was it all just did it make sense on the locations, and were they fun? And then the score / the sound, hopefully the volume levels are good and it have good music and score and stuff. And then lighting, did they use creative lighting or just lighting that made sense, not like the dipshit we talked about earlier? Did they use shadows? I love shadows, and especially you see a lot of movies now that look like soap operas, and light will come through a window, but there's no, if you sit and look at the sunlight coming through your window at home, you always see the little dust particles floating in the air. There's a machine that puts that stuff out there for movies. Do they use things like that in the lighting and stuff? You know, how does the lighting add to the story? You know, in addition to just being correct, like the moonlight should never shine up from the ground. And some dumb shit in a movie we did watch last night pointed the moonlight up from the ground. So, so those are my 10 things that I like to grade as far as a movie, and then take all the points, add them up, divide it by 10, get your score. So that's that. And any other stuff that you like to really dive into, John, as far as grading a movie, or thoughts on how you would grade a movie or critique a movie?
I mean, you pretty much have everything. I mean, sometimes I'll just watch it because a particular actress or actor is in it, and it may be a horrible movie, but I like it. Or it could be, like you just said, location. I love horror films that take place in the snow. So I might like a movie just because it takes place in the snow, but it's an awful movie. So it depends, But I think yours is more like what you would do in school or something like that. Like if you took like a college course on films, this is what the teacher would be looking at. They wouldn't be looking at it like I would.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. This is grading how you perceive all these things to be, not necessarily the emotion of it. And that's where like a lot of times I go into a movie like the Batman. I went in going, Robert Pattinson as Batman is going to suck. And I walked out loving it, and it is maybe my second favorite Batman movie ever. So yeah, I absolutely love it. And so the emotion can be part of it. If you go in low expectations, it can blow your socks off. If you go in super high expectations, like Saw X, I went in going, Saw X has potential to be the best Saw movie ever. When I walked out of the theater, I loved it, but I felt like, maybe it wasn't as good as I expected. But then after digesting it for a while, I was like, no, it was. I just went in with too high expectations because I love the franchise. So emotion does play a huge part of it as well. Balzer says, I know this isn't horror related, but did you hear they are remaking the Shawshank Redemption? That is a horror story right there in itself, Balzer. Damn it. Why do we have great classic movies? They just don't need to be screwed with, and that sucks. I have not heard that, but that is a bummer. I don't want that. I will pretend like that doesn't exist. John, based on your response, you're probably really excited for that.
Oh yeah. I can't wait till they take, the white guy and make it a Chinese woman with one leg who's gay, and then they take the Morgan Freeman character, and now she'll be, I don't know, like an Indian who's non-binary, missing an arm, and I can't wait for that. Yeah, this is
it's gonna take place in a women's prison now.
Yes,
and it's gonna star Melissa McCarthy.
Oh,
I've seen Tesla quite often, and that band always brings it. Nice, very cool. It's all about Love Song by Tesla. Oh yeah. Yes. That is a title I do remember from Tesla. Jamie says, how are you doing today, John?
I'm doing fine, Jamie. Thank you very much.
Good. Glad to hear it. Sean 420, what's up, everybody? A lot of folks, a lot of legends popping in now. You missed the Wheel of Doom. I did not advertise it. Maybe next time we'll advertise it, but I mentioned it last week, and we did a giveaway. We wound up doing the Wheel of Doom. Bremania says, Shawshank Redemption, Stephen King's most iconic movie, could be heading for a reboot after rumored plans to terminate Warner Brothers' copyright license. Interesting. Well, we're gonna wrap it up. John, hold on. Somebody wants to say something here. What you're asking for has a name, Sean. One last comment here. Do you guys know what your most valuable DVD or Blu-ray is? Oh, I don't go for specifically rare or out of print things. So I don't know. John, would you? Well, I could tell you something that's super valuable. I got. As I waddle back. And these are just DVDs and stuff, but Devil's Rejects, and this skyrocketed in value once Sid Haig passed away, because this is signed by Bill Moseley, Sid Haig, and a couple other folks. So this has like 4 or 5 autographs on it. I'd have to really dive into it and look and figure out all their names. I don't remember. But then here also Sid Haig, Bill Moseley, Dr. Satan, and the Professor. A lot of autographs on this as well. So these are pretty valuable because of Sid Haig. So, but not because just the movie, but because the autographs. Any thoughts on stuff you have, John, that may be valuable?
I don't think I have.
Yeah.
I mean, it's. I mean, I got stuff signed by Charles Band. I have a lot of stuff signed by like indie filmmakers. But no, I don't think that there's one thing that I have that's. I have a lot of movies that are out of print.
Mm.
You know, like there's a bunch of Roger Corman stuff here from like Scream Factory. And a lot of those are out of print. So, but I would have to think about it.
Might be Flesh Gordon for me. Not Flash, but Flesh Gordon.
Great movie.
Here. Got him to sign that. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't autograph, like I don't buy movies, you know, that like rare and out of print stuff. I don't go hunting for stuff like that. You know, I'll buy stuff that's, you know, pricier, like, you know, at the time, like Phantom in the Mall. This wasn't cheap, but it's not like, you know, hundreds of dollars or anything. Blood Cult. I had well, I still have, not a VHS. What was the other one? Betamax. I have a Betamax, a Blood Cult that used to be worth a lot, but they've re-released Blood Cult. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. Yeah. Liv's been on the lookout for Flesh Gordon for a few years now. Oh man, I got lucky and just stumbled across it in like a thrift store somewhere. It was a Hollywood video rental. But then the dude that acted in it went to the Hollywood show, so I got him to sign it. It was pretty epic.
Dude, you know what? All your posters are still here.
Oh shit. Man, I'm telling you, my memory, man, it's gone.
Well, mine too. I completely forgot. So
John, is it storming out by you in Vegas? That might be why your internet connection froze. Are you having any weather out there? It was windy yesterday.
They said it's supposed to be raining, but I can't tell. I would have to go look. This could be. And you're just looking around. Oh crap! Now everything falls. This Amityville box set is out of print, and it's pretty expensive.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, that's that's nice. That is nice.
Yeah. So, and it's got Amityville: The Evil Escapes, which is part 4. Amityville 1992, It's About Time, which is part 5. Amityville: A New Generation, which is part 6. And Amityville Dollhouse, which is part 7, which I could have worked on, but it didn't happen. So
it's overrated. Working on
I think this might be the most valuable.
That's a nice box set right there. That looks nice. You know, so maybe if something else, I would just give an honorable mention to, but it's not one movie, it's a box set. The Scream Factory Friday the 13th box set that Wet Movie 1 gave me, the Blu-ray box set of that. They came with the posters, which one of them is on the wall over there, the other's still in the tube. But Wet Movie 1 gave me that for helping him move. It's still factory sealed. So that Friday the 13th box set from Scream Factory sealed it's a little chunk of change. But yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe one day we'll have to figure all that stuff out. So Liv's internet's been out multiple times the last couple of days. My service is terrible and it's annoying. Glad I was able to catch some of the stream. Well, Liv, we were glad to see you.
Yes.
It's always great. And you came so close. We will be rooting for you on the next wheel. I do root, especially for legends and for folks that come so close but miss. Balzer, it took Balzer forever. Balzer was like runner up and then like came in third, came in fourth. It took Balzer forever to win. So but it'll happen one day. We'll get back. We got to get some we got to get back into the giveaways. They're fun. So anyways, the Friday box set is $130 on Amazon, which is not bad for all those movies. I know, Balzer, you are correct. Diet Coke killed your brain cells. I think it did, because I've heard that too, that whatever the something in aspartame or whatever it's in, that Diet Coke kills your brain cells. I'm sure it did. Damn it, I gotta go take some drugs and make my brain smarter, John. So I'm gonna go home now.
Yeah, I got kitties who want my attention.
Yeah. All right. Well, it was fun, John. Thanks for hanging out. Good to
Oh yeah. Well, thank you, and thank everybody for being here. I appreciate that, and I once again, congratulations, Deadpool. So I think that you will enjoy these quite a bit. So I worked hard on making good DVDs.
Very nice. Yeah, and they are fun. So yes, I hope you enjoy them. If not, you can suck it. We kid. Let's see here. Bump. Okay, Deadpool, I got you right there. Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, Deadpool, you won Exuma. Yeah, that's right. Yes. Okay. All right, John. Thanks. See ya, everybody. Have yourselves a good night. As I'm doing along as I try to figure out how to end this video.
I don't know.
Most of all, fuck you!